feed.
Aaron's still here.
Especially
Adam's
guys could
gone
be
for me.
seen.
Neat.
Neat.
My
So,
feeds
yeah.
are always popping in and out.
Who's this?
Everyone's.
Adam.
They lock up whenever they feel like it.
Hmm.
Like right now, Aaron's moving, but nobody else.
Good job, Zach.
Everybody just sway in their seats. Yeah.
It doesn't work. I can't see anyone except for Aaron.
You're like those cool parrots.
I love the idea that it just refreshes in the right rhythm to catch me at the same place every time.
Yeah, roll 20's jacked up.
You're jacked up.
We need a
Always.
better video solution, but it's apparently non-trivial in 2017 for some reason.
It's true.
Also, are we live right now?
Yes.
Neat.
Yeah, I'm live right now.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of that D&D podcast. Although the D&D is becoming more and less defined, it's less Dungeons and Dragons now and more dick jokes and debauchery. No, wait, that's a different podcast to listen to.
This is why we still have the title, Brandon.
Right, because we can't think of a better one.
That's
Also, yeah.
Also, we printed the cards now, so it's too late.
Yep.
We can never.
And I got this tattoo. It's just a mess.
Especially since we keep changing the acrostics on the D, if you know what I mean.
Maybe we'll pay
I
extra
got
for
that.
cross dicks.
I am currently fleshing out the last little bits of stuff as the players flesh out the last little bits of their stuff. Tonight we're going to have a one-shot Monster of the Week game. If you're not familiar with Monster of the Week, it's a Powered by the Apocalypse game, which you should be assuming at this point because that's what we do here. We play Powered by the Apocalypse and that one with the blades in the darkness. That was me stabbing someone in the dark, if you couldn't tell. I don't even know if you can see like that. Like, I'm not
Too
looking
dark.
at the screen. Right. Could be dark.
The blade was too dark.
It's actually DMs in the darkness. Monster of the Week has a different theme than the other Powered by the Apocalypse engine games. This one is themed more like a little bit of Buffy, more strongly supernatural. Those sorts of shows where you've got a Monster of the Week. You've got an overarching plot and stuff, but usually it's event occurs, group goes and either responds in some way to the event, lessons are learned, friendships are made, backs are stabbed. Maybe a little bit less in that back part, but you know what I mean. So we have with us 4 fine victims. 1, 2, 3, 4, and myself. You probably don't see the 4th one. They are a pillar of darkness on a moonless night. It's your friend and mine, Adam.
I have everybody pulled up.
Not on mine.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter because we're capturing Aaron's stuff.
Oh, right. I'm gonna pull up Twitch right now.
I'm actually not streaming it to you, Mike.
I'm blacklisted.
Yeah.
I guess so. I don't know why.
Twitch has become weird. Did you ever notice that?
Should really talk to the people who own Twitch.
Yeah.
Shady bunch.
Shit,
all.
that's me.
It's literally just Mike.
Yep. It's very unfortunate.
Purchase Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spent a lot of money on this. Just why is it not coming up? Oh, I'm clicking the wrong thing.
So,
Oh, okay.
hi, I'm Andrew. And
Alright. There are other people besides myself.
and Adam. You did get to
knew?
Adam.
The
Yeah,
pillar
yeah.
of eternal darkness, please.
The Pillar of Darkness, formerly known as Adam.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And
The
tonight
former
I will
pillar of
be-
darkness known as Adam because everyone else can see him.
And tonight I'll be playing Mr. Scrufflebutt.
Does anybody else have character names? Hey,
Yes.
old guy, you next.
Right. Hi, I'm Zach, and I will be playing Josiah Church, a former government monster hunter who's too old for this shit.
Are you the Murtaugh? I'll be Riggs.
Exactly. I have a feeling we're going to come down to that.
All right, Gwen.
Hi, my name's Aaron. I'll be playing Gwen. The playbook I'll be playing as is the professional. So basically, this is somebody who this is kind of their 9-to-5 job is killing monsters what normally kill people.
Beyond.
I'm still figuring out the specifics of the agency I work for, but it's the ECRD. It's the Extra Normal Capture and Research Division. It's part of the government. They basically study, they weaponize monsters, and then if they can't weaponize them, they at least study them, and if they can't do that, then they destroy them.
I like the idea that I used to work for that. Like maybe they've got like stories about me floating around, or maybe they called me in to like teach a class or something. But I like the idea that that's the same place that I came from.
This is the trigger. This is the part of the gun you squeeze when you've got the barrel pointed at something you want to die.
Oh, that's way less interesting. One of the red tape things for your agency, I thought it said interdimensional rivalry. It's interdepartmental rivalry, which is just way
not nearly as cool, right?
Accounting's a bunch of assholes, and not like those suckers from the wormhole over to Cromulon 6 are trying to get us again.
If you wanted the interdimensional rivalry, then you should have taken my playbook.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because I am Mr. Scrufflebutt, the Divine. I am.
That's your.
That's it. That's all there is to it. That's all you really need to know is I am a cat with divine powers.
So just a cat, basically.
Yeah.
A cat, a regular old bodega cat.
And Mike, this part will be of interest to you. As part of the divine, I have to come up with a mission, and one of the hunters has a crucial role to play in events to come. You must prepare them for their role and protect them at any cost. And I have to protect Josiah.
Okay.
Let's...
Wait, we've gotten there already?
Not quite.
No, that's just part of.
The Divine has like special, like it's just like your describe your organization.
Yeah.
The Divine's powers or tick boxes are like describe why you're here.
Yeah.
Hey, Andrew, you might want to. No, sorry.
Yeah.
I was going to say you might want to save who you pick because. Hi, I'm Adam. I haven't introduced anything yet. I am playing an unnamed person as of yet, but it is the chosen playbook. And as far as I can tell, some random weirdo walked up to me on the street, shoved a pair of sword chucks into my hand, told me I was the chosen one, and it is now my mission to save the world with divine help.
To keep the omni if they stayed home and said, these ninja moves.
I think I've seen this Netflix series.
Angel. Clearly, Adam is a rogue demon hunter, but no one knows what a rogue demon is.
Wesley. Sorry, he takes off his glasses. That's it.
Yeah.
And I'm playing the monster of the weeker.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
My job to keep things interesting and fun, which I am scrambling to do because I have placed one thing, and I think I'm almost done with that. So the way that the character creation Monster of the Week works is that everybody picks a character sheet. They fill out a couple bits on it. They come up with a concept, what they are. You've heard most of that happening as we speak. The other thing we're going to have a history, a little jingle jangle at the end. So the reading text, please do. This one says, "Now I have to die." You know this, yes? And Church is still typing. We have, if everybody's playbooks are in a reasonably sane place, does everyone have like?
I need to figure out how stats are assigned.
So if you flip over to the back, there is a set of stats that you can choose. There's basically 5 of them.
Oh.
Yeah, you
have to bring
No,
up the
I've-
character
I've-
sheets.
I didn't.
book
I missed the
thing.
second page because I'm bad at this.
Yeah.
Oh, I am definitely not a sharp cat.
One of those oblivious cats that just doesn't care.
Well, so I obviously have to have a positive charm.
Oh yeah, that makes total sense. Cat.
Yeah.
So I've got -1 charm, 3 cool, 1 sharp, 1 tough, 0 weird.
You're a government drone. How are you that cool?
So
all of them, all the professionals are +2.
Well, I get unfazable, and you take +1 cool. So
Yeah.
I also have battlefield awareness, where I always know what's happening around me and what to watch out for. I get +1 armor, so I have 2 armor, and I have medic, so I have a full first aid kit, which I can use to heal people. And that uses cool, so that's good. On a 10+, patient is stabilized and healed of 2 harm. On a 7 or 9, choose 1, heal 2 harm, or stabilize. And on a miss, you cause 1 extra harm.
Armor's good stuff.
Very good.
I am very proficient.
Mr. Scrufflebutt has 1 charm, 1 cool, -1 sharp, 2 tough, and 0 weird. And my starting moves are Angel Wings. You can instantly go anywhere you have been before or to a person you know well. When you carry 1 or 2 people with you, roll weird. I also took Smite. Your body and divine weapons always count as a weakness against the monsters you fight. Your unarmed attacks are 2 harm, intimate, and messy. Yeah.
So worst case scenario, grab the cat by the tail, use it as the flail.
Yeah, furball special.
And then the last one I had to take just because this is like the cattiest thing on this list is Soothe. When you talk to someone for a few seconds in a quiet voice, you can calm them down, blocking any panic, anger, or other negative emotions they have. This works even as the thing that freaked them out is still present, as long as your voice can be heard. And I'm circling legs and just purring at that point.
That sounds about right.
And I still have to pick my divine weapon.
I really like the 5 Thunders bag.
The 5 demon bag?
The 5 demon bag, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's the 5 demon bag.
I just imagine you carry, like, because you don't actually have the hammer space power, do you?
No.
This bag with you everywhere in your teeth. Like it's a toy, and you just show up.
It's clearly just like a Crown Royale bag full of catnip.
Exactly.
What?
It's my
Those
stash.
are all 5 of the demons are like different breeds of catnip that you have in the bag.
Maui wowie.
These are my personal demons. That's what the bag means.
You almost got me to do a spit take.
It is my goal. One day I will get an actual on-air spit
Wait,
take.
your personal demons like sloth and stuff, or like the demons that you have killed and like batted around and toyed with and then put in your bag for later?
Yeah, basically. I think it's more the latter than the former. Yeah, that's it for Mr. Scrufflebutt.
Make sure you change your name on your portrait so I can remember that.
My headphones would not unmute. That was weird. I guess I can go next, unless Adam's ready.
No, go.
I'm playing Josiah Church, former U.S. Marshal and member of probably whatever the precursor organization to Gwen's outfit was. I am my playbook is the expert, so I'm someone who knows a lot about the supernatural, but isn't necessarily, actually that good at doing stuff about it. I have -1 charm because I'm a crotchety old guy. I have 1 cool, 2 sharp, 1 tough, and 0 weird. I like to think that maybe my stats were different back when I was like active. Now I've gotten all like weird, sitting at home,
Or less
stewing
weird.
about things. Or less weird, yes. And then my 2 moves are the man with the plan. At the beginning of each mystery, roll plus sharp. Hold on a 10+, hold 2. On a 7-9, hold 1. Spin the hold to be anywhere you need to be, prepared and ready. On a miss, the keeper holds 1, and they can spin it to put you in the worst place, unprepared and unready. So essentially, I can just show up and be awesome for a second before the monsters eat me because I'm a wimp.
I love it when the plan comes together.
Mm-hmm. And then my other move is Precise Strike. When you inflict harm on a monster, you aim for a weak spot. Roll plus tough. On a 10+, inflict +2 harm. On a 7-9, inflict +1 harm. On a miss, you leave yourself open to the monster. And then I also get Haven, which I imagine is like my house, basement, and or garage. And inside there's a lore library that gives me +1 to investigate a mystery. So I imagine that's like newspaper clippings and a bunch of like stuff that I've confiscated off people and didn't turn in. Protection spells that keeps my haven safe from monsters, and an armory full of weapons, just full of weapons.
Full of weapons. Zach's character.
I have a couple of guns. I have a magnum and a shotgun, and then I have a blessed knife, which I'm sure will totally come into play because I stab a dude.
So,
Dude.
I kind of want to pitch something to you, because you said you've got like a safe space and blah blah blah, and you've retired. What are the odds that you're operating basically just a bodega in which I am the bodega cat?
That
and then
is
just
perfect.
in the basement is your like hilariously illegal cache of weapons.
Yeah, like I run a side, I run a side business out of the basement.
Best Rubens in the city.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, no, that's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah, this is my downtown bodega that's guarded by an agent of God.
Well, like I'm constantly trying to like get you to go outside and fight evil.
Yeah, exactly. Like sometimes you just disappear, and sometimes I can't get the door to unlock because something happened to it, or so. Sometimes like my favorite pair of slippers just disappears, or like if I don't go fight demons enough, you start peeing on things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of those things.
Yeah, we can definitely do that, Aaron. It would make sense if I am a former like monster hunter / law enforcement person running this weird bodega / armory. It would make sense if
You probably deal a lot with other hunters.
yeah, and that's probably why you allow me to keep this stuff on some level. Yeah.
It's a mutual convenience.
Mm-hmm.
So, Adam, who are you and what are you and why?
Yeah, I'll stick with that. Okay. So once again, I am the chosen one. My name is Gary. Yeah. Okay, so
I'm inspired already. I really hope that like you introduce yourself as like I'm Gary. I'm kind of a big deal. I'm the chosen one, and everybody just sort of stands around awkwardly.
no, Gary is just a young kid who has no idea what kind of shit he got himself into. And like I said, literally some random weirdo came up to me, handed me a magical weapon, and told me I was the chosen one. I've tried numerous times to ditch the magical weapon, but it kept on coming back on its own accord.
So it's a boomerang.
No, like I said, I do have. So I'll go through my other stuff here. So I have 2 mandatory moves. The first one is Destiny's Plaything. At the beginning of each mystery, roll plus weird to see what is revealed about your immediate future. 10 plus keeper will review something. Keeper will reveal a useful detail about the coming mystery. 7 to 9 vague hint. On a miss, something bad is going to happen to me.
As is destined.
Yep. And the next one is I'm here for a reason. There's something you're destined to do. Work out the details with the keeper based on your fate. You cannot die until it comes to pass. If you die in play, you must spend luck. You'll then somehow be returned to life or recovered.
Oh wow.
Once your task is done or you become doomed, all bets are off. And to compensate for being useless, I'm also chosen the invincible trait. I automatically have 2 armor at all times, no matter what.
Nice.
Because I've seen how damn punishing the system is already.
Monkey hair to continue.
Yeah. Stats are charm -1, cool 2, sharp 1, tough 2, weird -1.
We brought the cat, you guys, because no one's going to be talking.
And then I get to build my special weapon. And as I said earlier, I have a pair of sword chucks. So I've chosen the form haft and business end blade long chain. So that makes it a 3 harm weapon at close range that is heavy and has an area attack.
Jesus.
Yes, it should be fun. And I promise I won't hit you guys too many times.
Andrew, why are you doing the lucky cat arm?
Because I'm a fucking divine cat.
That
Keep up.
special weapon sounds super low key. Like, any extra weird attention at all. Ever.
You just put that in your back pocket.
I've got an assault rifle, a 9mm, and a hunting knife.
So you're a PUBG character.
Basically. I'm tempted to switch the... Yeah, I'm switching the
I was really hoping you were going to say the
shotgun.
knife for a frying pan.
I don't have that.
Yes, that would have been better.
Oh, so at PAX West, there was a person in an awesome PUBG cosplay. Like, I think it was mostly like the level 3 stuff, and then a frying pan.
Nice.
She walked past the Intel booth, and they stopped her and gave her a rubber chicken.
Nice. The fact that they just had rubber chickens is...
Yeah, they have
Specifically for that purpose.
Yeah.
Like, if they saw any PUBG cosplayer, they just like flag them down and hand them a chicken. That's good job, Intel.
Yeah.
I mean, PUBG cosplay is at the same time trivial and impossible to pull off.
Yeah. Well, and the crazy thing is, like, I don't play PUBG, but basically it's still really recognizable despite being seemingly generic. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so I'll swap my weapons out. For my 2 normal weapons, I have a 9mm and a hunting rifle. So I have close, I have far, and then for my serious weapon, I have a grenade launcher. 4 harm, far, area, messy, loud, reload.
Sometimes shit just has to die.
And
I'm starting to think that
sometimes everything
Zach-
within 10 meters of shit has to die.
I'm thinking Zach with the divine cat on his side is the least well-armed character.
Listen. I will at one point wield the sword chucks. Just they will be mine.
Wield with the sword chucks.
I actually have a move that I didn't buy, but it lets me basically be like, oh yeah, I totally have those. When you need something unusual or rare, roll plus sharp. On a 10+, you have it right here.
Nice.
I'll be
So
like,
you're
that's not a sword chucks.
Were you the weirdo that handed me the sword chucks? You were the
These
weirdo,
sword-
weren't you?
These are exactly like your sword chucks, but these are also on fire.
True, yeah, these are better.
These are obviously the legendary version. You see the skin on this
These
shit?
are
It's got particle effects.
These are the chainsaw sword chucks.
These are my saber chucks, you guys. My saber chucks.
Not your blast sword chucks? Come on.
Oh, blast sword chucks.
I don't know what's happening.
Star Wars.
Star Wars stuff is happening.
Sorry, I'm not that into Pokemon. What?
Why did that come to Pokemon?
Huh?
It's a thing.
I'm being
Okay.
dumb.
So now that we all have characters, the next thing is
Yeah, we're doing
a history together. So I'm going to try to file some of the serial novel resolve stuff because I had a vague notion of a plan that is now, as all these things are, kind of, scattered to the winds.
But why, though?
Do you want us to do history?
Yes, I'd like you to do history.
Oh, yeah.
Did you like that? Also, at some point in time, someone is going to have to tell me that they have to get to Zach's character by saying, "Take me to church."
What's your favorite song?
Mine?
Yeah.
Stray Cat Strut.
Cat Scratch Fever?
Or Cats in the Cradle.
Ooh.
I only just recently heard this song, Take Me to Church. It's pretty cool.
It's about sex.
What?
Right?
Are you sure?
It's so subtle about it.
Music video has people burning things and burning them. It seems pretty cool. Oh, I see now. It's about sex.
Go around the group. Okay. Yep, sorry.
Okay, so Mr. Scufflebot, you're going first. What is your history move?
So the first one is, if you are protecting another hunter as your mission, tell them this. Josiah Church, you have a crucial role to play in what is to come. I am here to guide and defend you.
Do we have this exchange like in character? This is like the only time I've ever heard you like
Yes.
words associated with you.
This is probably like I'm a tiny little albino kitten or something.
Mm-hmm.
I basically change form daily. Like you wake up and I'm a different cat, but I'm the same cat. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. When you say this to Josiah Church, he like looks at you,
Looks at his hip flask,
and then just sort of cursing under his breath, walks off to like straighten some shelving somewhere in front of a shelf of like powdered milk.
Oh man. Gwen,
Yes.
I think you're the person I go to for advice on mortal stuff, e.g., sex, food, drugs, television, etc.
Okay, that works pretty well.
And I kind of really want to do this one because this is just funny. Gary, you fill me
Yes.
with feelings of sexual infatuation.
Really?
You are confused by
You
the
are echoing like you
associated.
would not believe. Hang on.
That's how you know you're the chosen one, because the cat has chosen to fuck you.
No.
You are confused by the associated mortal emotions. That's
We all are.
Yeah.
We all are. Really.
All right. Is
Hormones,
anyone
right?
still echoing? Gary, can you say something about the cat being sexually infatuated with you?
You were the only one echoing at the time, so I'm not sure what's up with that.
Okay, I think I fixed it.
Okay.
All right.
God, that was fun.
Neat. Yeah, we're gonna go with church next.
All right.
Come on, take me to church.
Thank you for advice. This relation. They know some of your dark secrets, but they've agreed to keep quiet about them. Definitely sounds like Mr. Scrubblebutt.
Mm-hmm.
You know some of the really terrible things I've had to do.
I think it's just I capital K no.
Yeah, like you've got it there. It's divinely imprinted knowledge of my past, and then probably some weird shit of my future at the same time. Like,
Oh yeah.
has he done this yet? No, he hasn't.
He hasn't done that. Okay. Well, I need to see if I can't stop that, but prophecy.
How many times have you been preemptively disappointed in him?
I mean, I'm divine and all, but numbers don't go that high.
Gwen, they are your student, apprentice, ward, or child. Between you, decide which. Gwen, are you like
My
someone I
child.
trained, or like an illegitimate child that I'm just now finding out about?
Do I go to your daughter for advice on how to get with Gary?
Yes, I believe you do. I think that's how this works.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Estranged, abandoned daughter.
Yeah, or maybe like from your point of view, it's estranged and abandoned, and from my point of view, I don't know, or am only sort of starting to suspect.
She hasn't said anything about it yet. She's got a picture in like the wallet in her purse that's like her mom with like a dude who looks like you 30 years ago.
Well, I've always had the Wyatt Earp mustache forever,
Well, and
and it
you
looks
were born
exactly
with
the same.
it. You also have access to all those government databases, Gwen.
It's true. And then Gary, I'm trying to find.
Do you want to be my
So
romantic?
there's a couple
too?
of options I think make sense now, right? Like They came to you for advice, and your advice got them out of trouble. You saved their life in a tight spot. I want to say I saved Gary's life in a tight spot because he didn't know how to use his sword chucks. Like, he was just some crazy, like, some fairly weenie monster was bearing down on him, and he just, like, got tangled in his own sword chucks. And I saved him, and I'm like, God damn it, kid. Come on. And I pulled you back to the bodega, and I, like, showed you basic sword chuck.
Sword
maneuvers.
chuckery.
Yes. You were schooled on sword chuckery for a few minutes to hopefully keep your stupid chosen ass alive.
Oh, and he's just like standing there training with his sword chucks and like
Actually,
his just utterly like Kendall upper torso was glistening with sweat.
It's even better if I was like if I was like the keeper of the sword chucks. Like after my career ended, like I was the person who kept it, and then I gave them to you, and like they're yours now, kid. Whatever. And like a week later, I see you like fighting a zombie and like almost killing yourself.
So clearly it was like two swords of the cross, and you were just like, well, fuck handing out two of these things. I'm just gonna staple them together.
I got rope. This works.
Yeah. Some twine.
Yeah. There you go. So yeah, I provided. I was the conduit by which Gary got his divine or his chosen weapon, and then tried to teach him how to use them. Mostly successfully. I think that's it for me. But besides, yeah, just like my bodega has a lot of weird crap in it that we will come to later.
And let's go to Gwen.
Hello. Okay, I already got mine figured out. So, Church has worked for the agency before, and they're well regarded. Mr. Scrufflebutt, I was actually sent to deal with him as a hazard to agency policies. I resolved it by recategorizing the mission as an in-environment observation. That's why I hang out at the bodega so much, because basically I'm doing a case study on extra-dimensional felines and their interaction with the mortal plane.
Is the title of the report Cats and How to Swing 'Em?
Sure. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far. And for Gary, he's on an agency watch list because being classified as a chosen one kind of puts you in a strange gray area where you're still human, but you have a chance to be extra normal, which would put you under our purview, and therefore we may have to deal with you at some point.
It's a T2000A report that you have to file on them, and it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
There's like 3 initials that you have to do on the form.
Yeah, you have to reclassify it from potential threat to active threat, or deceased, depending on how that prophecy works out. Yeah, that's the 3 of mine.
Oh, that was fast.
I got my shit figured out, girl. Gary.
All right, Adam.
Okay, so despite being on Gwen's watch list, I consider Gwen to be my best friend in the world, and I trust her totally.
Perfect. She hasn't told you that you're on the watch list.
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff I don't think I'm telling any of the 3 people the things that I have.
Church, you actually were destined to be my mentor.
By the divine cat.
Yeah, you had no control, so this was revealed.
I'm gonna hate that. That is the worst.
The 2 of you just keep bumping into each other at the worst times. Every time Church walks out of the liquor store, Gary is stumbling by.
I set my brown bag down, go deal with the thing.
And the cat. Jeez. You know what? The cat could have been the chosen one instead of me, but you failed some trial.
Oh, yes.
The trial of many hairballs.
You just didn't care.
Yeah, no, the cat gave no fucks.
Yeah, but you had the
Until
chance.
Gary.
But, until Gary.
Nice.
What
I
brought
like
was
it.
that?
Beautiful.
Ooh. One of those is fun. You saved their life back when they didn't know monsters were real. Tell them when you saved them from.
Yeah, I couldn't really pick that for anyone since the way
We
that the
seem to
character.
have been, we seem to have
We're
been
all
doing this
clued
shit
in.
for a little while.
Yeah, I'm the least clued in apparently. And I could have picked close blood relations too, but I didn't think I'd be close
That'd
blood
have been funny if
relations
you
to
were
the
like,
cat.
you were my nephew.
Yeah.
Or you was a cat.
Maybe Mr. Scufflebutts wasn't always a cat. They just failed the chosen
Maybe.
one trial and were transformed into a cat.
Drank
Or
from
maybe
their own
what you
goblet.
consider failing a trial, I consider succeeding a trial.
There you go.
Mr. Scrufflebutt spontaneously converted to a religion that believes in reincarnation and came back as a bodega cat.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
This is fine. I see what I was going for.
Cool.
All right, that's everything for history. So we have all of our characters. We have our history lineup for that, and we're basically ready, except for two things that I need to do before we get started. Is that cool?
Yep, go for it.
Sounds good.
So I'm going to have myself a little bio break and get myself a tub of popcorn, and we'll continue.
I already think this is going off the rails in the best possible way.
Yep.
Yeah, we are way out to sea at this point.
That was kind of the way that ours went when we ran it locally, and I'm kicking myself every time for not having recorded it. But it's good times.
I mean, like, there's also a lot of options for a cat. Like, if I was friends with the Spellslinger or the Spooky, then clearly I'm just their familiar or something. Or at least that's what they think.
Truth.
In Dresden Files, I was definitely going to see if I couldn't retire Frank and then basically play dollar store knockoff version of Mouse, who's a big, hairy, happy dog in the Dresden series.
I haven't watched Red the Dresden
Red.
stuff. I watched
think
a
there's a-
season of it.
Yeah, there's like one season of TV that's not bad.
Yeah, it's the same guy who was it Detective Lance or whatever from
Yep.
Flash.
His name is actually Blackstone. It's amazing.
His
Yeah.
name's what?
His name is Blackstone. I believe his name is actually Harry Blackstone, I want to say. Because the character in the Dresden Files, Dresden's name is Harry Blackstone Dresden. And the guy who played him on television was most of that name.
He's
That's
Paul
how
Blackthorne.
Cool. Not quite as cool. But no, the TV show, I saw the TV show a long time ago, relatively speaking. And then I read the books a while after I'd seen the TV show. The TV show was good. It's not like the books. There's a lot of differences between them and the books, but it was good. I enjoyed the TV show. I'm also easy to please. So
I saw the Constantine TV show. I don't know if anybody watched that one.
I watched like an episode or two.
yeah, I managed to catch a couple.
Yeah, it was like okay. Nothing great, nothing terrible.
John Constantine was a backup character idea that I had.
For this or just in general?
Yeah, that was sort of my second option. Probably as a flake.
If
You
you're
don't
gonna
want
be
to
a
play
flake, if you're gonna be a flake, you should have just been like knockoff Bat Murdoch.
Yeah.
That could be fun too. That could be fun too.
Just like
I believe. I think one of the Flake's weapons is actually nunchucks too. If I
There you
remember
go.
correctly. Somebody has a nunchuck option, but it's not the chosen.
Hey, y'all click that link.
oh good.
So after
No.
Irma passed by Florida, or passed
Mhm.
over Florida, they caught this video in the floodwaters of somebody driving a motorized tiki bar.
I mean,
Why wouldn't you do this?
yeah.
Isn't that like normal for tiki bars as far as tiki bars go?
No, I don't think.
I don't know enough about tiki bars.
I like how you just broke Aaron.
I'm fine.
I do not have this information available.
I may
2
have
plus
put-
2 is 10. In base 4, I'm fine.
What is the name of my story, guys?
I think it's just bodega. Like you have a bodega.
The laziest name for a bodega.
Yeah. That's how few fucks you gave.
I feel like it needs to be some sort of church pun though. Like, we'll think about it.
Like the
reliquary.
Ministry of Beer or something.
Is that how you pronounce that
Ministry of
word?
Beer.
Call it the confessional.
Ooh.
Do you sell alcohol?
Or just yeah. Or just
Well, where are we? Is it legal for me to sell alcohol there?
All right, so let's segue into what the fuck I'm trying to convert this pitch session thing that I had into you characters here. So I think. Oh, did they not send that? I did not. The Scooby Gang has no posts in it.
Neat.
Where the fuck is that? That's upstairs on my laptop. I'm not going upstairs for that. Okay. Shit, it's got the instigator's name. God damn it.
Biff hard cheese.
Shit butt punch.
Big McLarch huge. Aaron, do you have Roll20 voice turned off? Jordan, do I sound echoey? I guess I have to wait 30 seconds for that to hit Twitch. God dang it. I shouldn't though, because I'm only sending video in Roll20. Also, this is going to be the lull, so we should probably have like a hold screen to go over stuff.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Hold over. So my original pitch was that you guys are members of a Hunter Group Sigma, an investigation retrieval team financed by Audric Levesque. But that's gone out the window totally. Levesque?
Levesque.
Pronounced. Vivek, like Vivek.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. So apparently you guys all work for Gwen's corporate thing.
Not so much work forward, just sort of attached in and around.
Yeah. Yeah. I am a.
We're assets. And Gwen knows how to work her assets.
What's like the mostly retired professor called? What's the word for that?
Adjunct.
There we go. That's a word. That's not the one I'm thinking of. But yeah, I'm like an adjunct to. I don't even know what Gary would be.
Right. That's why I'm wondering if that's actually how you were all.
You're emeritus.
Yes. Yes. I am Monster Hunter Emeritus.
Bless you.
Cool. Captain Emeritus.
Wow. That's officially the title for any Captain America who hangs up the shield, though. Like that's yep. Good
Uh-huh.
job.
Captain Emeritus.
Yep.
Oh, emeritus, like with an EM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Sorry, we're distracting you.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's your session. So, you basically we'll put that person as Gwen's boss. So, Gwen, what did you say that your exact title was?
Field agent.
How long have you been doing this? Because I feel like you should be like a field agent 2 or like field agent 2.3.
Special
it's like-
agent.
Field agent / senior research and containment engineer. Technician. Not engineer, technician.
All right, type that somewhere where I can see it.
Field agent, special research. Containment agent.
Containment function. Very nice. Thank you.
He's Scar.
He's what?
Fat Scar?
Yeah.
Fast. She's a fat
Yeah.
Scar.
No, that's kind of that's. Oh man, you're fast car, or something.
Fast
like that.
Scar. She's a fast Scar.
Yeah. Don't worry about it, Mike. Just keep moving, man.
All right, Gwen, your boss is Aldrich Levesque. Aldrich Levesque. And he's assigned you a group of hunters a group of field specialists to assist in a containment and research mission, as is your specialty.
Okay.
He's going to call you Group Sigma. And your job is to gather your party before venturing forth and investigate the sleepy town of Algonquin Falls, where strange nightmares have been plaguing the residents, right up until the point that people's brains started going missing.
That sounds amazing.
Query. How did we diagnose the missing brains?
Field autopsies.
Their heads
Mhm.
had the top removed, and
Okay.
the brains had been extracted.
Okay, because I was thinking it was just like suddenly hollow, but okay. So Skylar's
That's way
reaction.
creepier.
Yeah.
So
Right?
the
Like-
medical examiner found that the brains had been removed from the skulls of the
No
from
signs-
the
no
their
signs
skulls
of
with no
post-entry?
sign of change. Yeah.
Like one of them fell over and their head like shattered, and
Like it was made of a
Petrifies
Fabergé.
the bones and
Paper
steals
mache.
the brains.
No, people like died and like woke, didn't wake up in the morning,
Woke up dead.
and their children. Oh, you know what happened? This is what happened. Setting the scene, the hook. This is before the title screen pops up for the TV episode.
Just before you get much further, I'm calling it now. It's Persona 5. Someone was like driving a bus or a train or a car.
No. This is sad.
Okay.
That's like we'll do that one next.
Okay.
So the first one is like, all right, so it's Middle America, right? Somewhere, there's no hustle and bustle of traffic. There's just the quiet sounds of birds chirping as a small child wakes up, like a 5-year-old boy wakes up. He really rubs the sleep out of his eyes and walks down the hall and knocks on his door and says, Daddy, can I have some cereal? And he pushes open the bedroom door, and the lights are still off, and the covers are still draped over his daddy. And he goes and pushes his daddy and waits, Daddy, wake up. And then he goes, Daddy! And then it cuts to whatever the name of this series is.
Extra natural.
I think extra natural is not what you're thinking it is. It's
Intro natural.
vegans on
Supernatural.
New Deal is extra natural.
intranatural.
Intranatural. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then you get in the next morning, Gwendolyn or Gwen. Is it Gwendolyn? Can I call you Gwendolyn?
Nope. Nobody does.
Okay.
Do you have a last name, Agent Gwyn? Or
Dolan.
are we
Yeah. Dolan.
Campbell.
Dolan?
Anyways, your boss, Agent Levesque, slaps down a folder on your desk and says, "This is it." Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, it's now Gren.
He's
cigarette
Torbjorn.
face,
He's
apparently.
Torbjorn. It's fine.
This is it, Gwen. I got a case here that you're gonna love. It's got everything. It's got dead bodies. It's got fucking no clues. So you're gonna be putting that paranormal research and investigation degree of yours from Miskatonic University to good work. Best of all, it's got a civilian on the ground live blogging the whole thing. So get your gender neutral. Wait, that's not the phrase I'm looking for. Like, what's the
Non-sexually harassing.
non-sexually harassing ass down to this middle American town in the ass end of nowhere, and rustle me up a demon or something, or a ghost, or something fun, and put it in a brig, and call for backup, and we'll extract it, and we'll knock 2 years off your time to retirement.
Oh, excellent.
Or something. Shit. All right.
What-
You'll be serving your country, Gwen. That's what you signed up, isn't it?
What are the operational parameters as far as silencing the live blogger goes?
Well, this is America, so anything goes.
And hands you a gun.
Right.
That's when he hands me the grenade launcher.
Yeah.
That's right. Don't forget. Extreme prejudice.
Stick with the prod.
So, and I know people are dead, but
I like the prod.
I think I got Mike there.
JC, it's a bomb. A bomb.
Oh man.
what makes the agency so sure that it's something out of the ordinary and not just people dying?
Get this shit. People's brains are being removed from their skulls, but their skulls are still intact. And it's not like they're pulling them out of their eyes or nothing.
I was gonna say serial killer, but that definitely rules that out. Okay. Do I have clearance?
Unless I'm overlooking something damn spooky's going on here. This guy's being played by that MIB agent from the first and second movies that now is in jail. Rip Torn, I think, or he's dead.
He's either in jail or dead.
One of the two.
Do I have clearance to put my own team together, or how's this work?
Not dead. And not in jail. I don't know what I was thinking.
I feel like we're having like 4 overlapping conversations.
Well, I've prepared a team dossier for you. They're all assets you've worked with in the past.
Oh, okay.
This is my Charlie moment. So don't screw it up, Angel.
Right.
In a non-sexually aggressive. Wait, shit.
The
What did my
government
HR rep say?
sanctioned- Yeah.
Sir, I'm just gonna make a quick stop by HR on the way out, and I will get to my mission.
All right. Knock him dead, kid.
Sure.
I feel like in Gwen's building that HR is like the less terrifying option than IR, which is inhuman relations.
I just really like doing that guy's voice. That's awesome.
Aldrich opens his desk drawer and he sees that little punch card he's got where the 10 sexual harassment is free.
Yeah. Also, I just want to point out that Jordan's current theory is it's a serial killer who was really good at operation as a kid.
It's one of those episodes where board games come to life.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's a fun one.
It's a voodoo operation board.
That doesn't. Well, why are there still?
Just everything else is.
Right.
Why aren't they losing like their funny bone, or
The water on their knee. 'Cause that's not a real fucking thing, Zach.
All of these people are missing funny bones.
So yeah, Gwen
That would
stops
be
by.
Their
Maybe.
funny bones were pulled clear out of their arms.
Gwen stops by HR and then hops in some sort of agency issue nondescript vehicle number 4.
Oh, hi, Gwen.
Yeah, it's me again, and
Hi.
it's about him again.
Okay. Yeah. We'll remind him that the terms of the agreement of his continued employment was not to harass you.
Okay. I guess that's all. So we've got like surveillance stuff, right?
This is
You mean,
HR.
like,
Why are you asking?
And we're
In the office.
we're like a nondescript government agency, so can't you just like bug his office so I can save the steps every single time I meet with him?
Oh, honey, you don't have to do anything. Like, all his ties have GoPros in them.
Like a full.
So we're recording
GoPro.
you.
Everybody's tie just has a full GoPro.
All
Everybody's
of it-
tie is a GoPro.
We put a GoPro in your glasses to record everything. So
Fast
really,
version of like a body cam, right? Like
Yeah.
this is we know everyone's issue.
it's our version of victim blaming, dear. No, shit, that was terrible.
Wow.
That is real bad. That is real
Yep.
bad.
Okay.
I was about to say that like this
It's been a good stream, you guys.
Yeah, or this dystopian monster future is already like slightly better than America 2017, but
And then,
and then
And then that happened.
okay, GoPros in the tie. We're gonna go with GoPros in the tie. Aw, I've been in that room. I understand the how everything is laid out now.
I have no idea what you're saying.
I'm sorry.
Talking about
He's saying that behind Aaron he can see.
Yeah, that was fun. We should have
Oh.
recorded that.
Look, I fucked up. Okay.
We should all wear GoPros in our ties
yeah.
at all times.
All right, so yeah, you're given your typical agency rental, which is a nondescript black Escalade, which they're just all over the place nowadays. And you're given like a prepaid bank card to use for gas because they're frugal.
Mm-hmm. One of those
We're the
cards.
boss. When we go to HR Roll Plus Charm. Thank you, Church. All right, Gwen, balls in your court. What'd you do?
Open the dossier, and I assume it's going to be these 3 chuckle fucks. So I'm gonna go get them.
Yeah, it's these 3 chuckle
I think
fucks.
she opens it, and then she sees the names on the list and the pictures, and she goes,
There's
and
a
then just
post-it
turns the
note.
car off.
There's a post-it note on Mr. Scrufflebutt's file that's just a fucking cat.
Yeah.
In the back seat, there's a cat carrier.
I just how well acquainted are Gwen and Mr. Scrufflebutt? Would you say I know you well?
Well-ish.
Okay. Because basically, as soon as you sit down in your car and start flipping through the dossier, I want to appear in the backseat of your car.
Great. Yes.
Cool.
Are you in the cat carrier, or like
No.
on top of it?
Of
as a
course,
fuck
I'm
you?
not in the cat carrier. I basically want to be like peeking over your shoulder as you like you flip to my page of the dossier, and then I'm just there.
Mm.
And just probably like breathing heavily because I'm a fat cat today.
Oh, I hate you. You're almost as creepy as the guy I report to.
At least he respects personal space.
Yeah. Well, then I probably just hop onto the passenger seat and like sit like a person because you're my human contact.
Gwen, have you ever put Mr. Scrufflebutt in the cat carrier?
No, I've never tried.
You've definitely
Not
got me in the.
successfully?
You've definitely put me in the cat carrier, and then I just appear on somebody's lap like 5 minutes later.
I like it.
Oh God, why is that cat seeming like people?
That's fucked up.
All right,
For those of you at home, here's this. There
I'm
you
just
go.
gonna blop it in the stream.
Yeah.
Gwen, when do you pick up Church or Gary first?
I mean, I'll probably try to call Gary and have him meet me at Church's. Because, like, they are acquainted. They know where each other are. I think Church is easier to probably, not so much tie down, but, like, find because he's got a business to run.
Also, he's old and moves slow.
Yeah.
And Gary is just fighting evil somewhere.
Gary, how old are you, Gary?
I think Gary's pretty young.
Is he
Not
Ein
even-
from Cowboy Bebop?
No,
Like
probably
14?
not that young. I imagine he's probably like college student.
Okay, I was gonna ask if he's like cutting class to be here. Like,
Yeah, probably.
Ow.
So set the scene, Church. Where are you when the phone rings? What's going on? What's strange? What's the perfect way to introduce Church to the audience for the first time? Because this is the pilot, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, Church is standing in his bodega behind the counter. There's nobody else in it, and he's got some sort of like small magical charm. He probably took off somebody like decades ago, right? And he's like waving it in front of the scratch tickets. Like, not even sure. Like, I don't even know if it works. Like, this is just the thing that he does. Like, when these scratch tickets come in,
And then the phone rings.
Bling.
I'll turn, and as I turn, like, you can see that the pendant start or whatever starts to glow, and I don't notice it because I'm going for the phone.
That was the one time it was about to work.
Uh-huh.
Well, it found a winner,
Yeah.
and you missed it.
This is a church. What do you want?
Hi, it's Gwen. I've got a mission, and apparently I've been given clearance to bring you along, or to insist that you come along. I'm never sure as to how the not so much. I don't know what the the normal way you do things are. If I have to tell you you're coming, or ask you politely or hit strongly that you should, but you're on my dossier, so I mean, you know what that means, right? We gotta go do a thing. Also, Mr.
Can I
Stufflebutt says hi. He's here. He did the thing again.
I've been wondering where that freaking cat is. Fine.
I was at the bodega like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, but you're weird, and
Yes.
cats are weird, and church is just done trying to worry about this stuff ever again.
Do you have anything, any memory, or I guess any logs that you may have of a place called Algonquin Falls?
I don't know. Mr. Storyteller, is that a place I'm familiar with? Am I on the team because I know these things?
It's a city in the United States. It's the sort of thing where anybody could roll sharp and figure it out. That's what investigate's for.
Can I do it? Huh?
Do the thing.
To do a thing. You've played
Do a thing,
apocalypse
do a thing.
games.
Roll the thing.
This is as you type into searchengine.com and we see what pulls up.
Spoiler alert, I grew up there.
Oh, nice.
Mike's the murderer. This
You
is
got a 0.
You rolled 0?
I don't think that's possible. That's not actually a thing.
Oh, it's because you had a plus in your thing. Get rid of
Oh,
the
you
plus.
rolled 5 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1?
Yeah. So you got an 11? 12? 12.
Damn, dog.
All right.
So, Algonquin Falls is a bedroom community. Oh, you get to ask the questions, not me.
Oh, I do. Yeah, let me pull up the
Yeah, the move was like, oh, I do the thing
investigate a
where,
mystery.
but Gwen has it right there. Good job, Gwen.
Okay, so what happened there? Using past tense?
What did Gwen do?
I don't know.
I was wrong. I was
Okay.
looking at her character sheet.
Yeah. Okay.
Moves. Someone, what page are the moves on?
They're on. Hold on. This page.
101 is the start.
Oh, there we go.
All right. So the question was what?
I'm just gonna. What happened there? Is there a reason I would know this place? Since I rolled so well.
It's actually I'm assuming that Gwen that you work in like DC, or do you work in like New York?
I figured it was some like less good office somewhere like in the
Arkham.
middle of the country.
Oh yeah, like New England, like Arkham. Let's go with Arkham.
Yes.
So Algonquin Falls is this is a bedroom community just outside the capital, and it's where a lot of the rich people live in trendier places. Like if they don't live in outside of Arlington or like downtown, they live over in the north side of Algonquin Falls. So there's diplomats, politicians,
Okay.
people with money.
All right. I think the rest of them mostly only make sense as a question to be asked about the actual thing that we're doing.
What sort of creature is it? Oh, I haven't told you anything about the creature.
No, you haven't told me nothing at all, and then we're going to Algonquin Falls because I'm in your dossier,
Yeah.
and you have my cat.
Okay.
These are the things that I know about the situation.
Okay, so look, I know this is
I have your
unexpected,
cat.
and you're
Well-
probably a little bit grumpy about getting dragged across the country, but people's brains are disappearing from their heads, with like not scooped out or like the skull broken. It's just the advance is only if you take the advance move.
Yeah. As an advance, whatever those like bonus veteran advances are,
Yeah.
you can jump up 2 of your moves to do special things.
And they only fire on a 12+. Wow.
Yeah. Like while you're on the phone, Church isn't doing like the normal like feedback from the phone, but you can hear a gun being loaded.
Which one's that? Is that the good one?
They're all the good one.
Sure, but I mean, come on, like some of them are better ones than others.
I start purring.
Oh. Or am I driving?
Oh no, I've got I'm headed there to pick you. We're headed there to pick you up now. I've got the cat and I. Can you get in touch with Gary and have him meet us? Apparently he's coming too. I know you
Gary
guys
will-
get along great.
It with my luck, Gary will find me by the time you get here. That seems to be how it works these days. Should I pack a lunch?
I have an expense card, so I think Uncle Sam is paying for lunch.
It's gas station sandwiches for everyone.
You're not opposed to gas station sushi, right?
East Coast gas station sushi. Nice.
Oh God, I just threw up a lot.
Whatever.
Also, at some point in time during this phone call, I've reappeared in the bodega.
There's a place in Virginia that's supposed to have these really good lukewarm mayo and crab meat sandwiches.
I give the cat a look.
And
I return the exact same look.
Part of it's half like what are you doing and where have you been, but it's also like what is this crap? Like commiserating, like we have to do this thing.
Yeah, this doesn't sound like have a lazy nap in a sunbeam at all.
At all. Fine, whatever. And the line goes dead.
Oh, okay. Great.
And Church goes to putting together his like travel bag of like 5th of whiskey, 2 cans of Keystone, and then ammo. all the ammo.
As you go to like stop for the after the second can of Keystone, I like look at one of them.
Is there a thing that I packed for this Mr. Scrufflebutt? Like, is there?
I think it's
Is-
just beer.
It's just
Litter?
beer. Like Mr.
Cat
Scrufflebutt lives
litter?
on beer.
Yeah, beer and cat litter.
So, oh god. So I've got like a special like a beer bowl
Yeah.
for Mr.
Mhm.
Scrufflebutt in my bag, and then like a couple of bound like journals of my old travel notation things that might come in handy. And I go get my duster.
You have any good road games?
Sleeping.
Travel Monopoly or
I got a
Desert
gun
Trap.
thing.
Monopoly's not a good game at any point.
Battleship.
He's gonna do me.
After Church pops a beer and starts pulling into Mr. Scrufflebutt's bowl, there's a blip for it. And it's all like fast forwarded. Gwen walking to the car and turning on the radio, and then driving to the thing, and then like Church loading more guns into his bag, and then you're outside his place and getting in the car and driving away. And you're like you're heading to the last place that you guys saw Gary. And when suddenly a fight spills out into the street in front of the car. Gary, how does that happen?
I got ambushed by some sort of demon dog.
Hellhound?
Sure.
It would be a hellhound, wouldn't it? A hellhound. Uh-huh.
So if you got ambushed, are you like does it like are you flying through a window with a hellhound like on top of you and you're like stabbing it in the side of the head as you spill out into the street?
That sounds about how Gary's fights go, yeah.
Awesome. Gwen, roll plus cool not to run over Gary. Thanks, Church.
7.
All right. Do you want to do half damage? Half damage to Gary and half damage to the dog, or all damage to Mr. Scrufflebutt because he wasn't safety buckled in?
Dog.
I like the idea of the cat exiting the windshield at high speed.
I don't.
I have
Airbag
it's fine.
inflates.
You
Airbag
can,
inflates and the cat fights it.
I'm sure Gary could probably take the hit easier than the cat.
Yeah, I have 1 armor. And like when I'm fighting, I somehow look especially divine or something. So
Sunbeam
Think of
follows you.
the Tyrael wings from Diablo just kind of pop out of your back.
yeah, basically out of my neck.
If cats had wings, would they be here or here?
We're not doing this again.
All right, Glenn, what's your choice?
Already, I'm hitting Gary and the Hellhound.
I'm fucking hitting Gary.
And the Hellhound.
All right, Gary. The Escalade slams on the brakes, and you hear the screeching, and you turn, and then like the camera pops to the back of the car, and it shows Gary and the Hellhound, like popped into the air and like rolling over and over and over again, and now the dog's dead, and you take 2 damage.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice
4
oak.
harm would have fucked me up.
So as the car comes to a stop, I'm already reaching into the glove box to get the first aid kit and apologize to Gary. And, sorry, it happened
Okay.
again. You got to.
Gary just stands up, dusts himself off. He's like, oh, hey, Gwen, how's it going?
Hey, the streets are for cars. Sit down for a second. And then she tries to heal you. I try to apply bandages and such. Boom.
There are no wounds.
You did an amazing job
Yep.
healing Gary, Glenn. Perfect.
I'm just applying like gauze and bandages to random
To nothing.
So Church will get out of the car and like walk over to Gary holding a couple cans of beer, and then look down at Gary on the ground and sort of swing one towards him before opening it and taking a drink.
I don't know, Gary's not old enough to drink.
Gary,
Because he-
I'm pretty sure the way it's in the secret hidden part of the the Constitution, but it says once you've killed your first demon that you can drink whatever the hell you want to.
hasn't done that yet, so
Nice. Do
man,
we just
they've been
keep
coming up
running
with
over
it.
Gary's demons with cards?
I've got it this time. Boom, 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 boom. Gary, get the car. We have a mission.
Damn it!
Yeah.
But the best part is, yeah, like my El Camino just has like a permanent demon imprint in the front of it
It's got a
because
demon one
I'm
and there's like a
everywhere
Gary one on
Gary
the
is
side.
for some reason.
It's got 3 railroad spikes, one made of silver, one made of gold, one made of cold iron. And you just
Ram anything. Also, I want to mention that I'm like doing that thing where I'm rubbing myself against Gary's legs and purring.
Okay.
I think he likes.
I'll shoot the hellhound in the head just to make sure.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
We need to go. And Church, I've got
I got beer in one hand, my giant hog-like revolver out in the other hand, just cap the dead dog in the middle of the street.
Okay,
Mhm.
animal
then-
control would not like this. Church, if you go into the back of the SUV, there should be a specimen containment vessel. It's a body bag. Just put the thing in there.
At that point, I've got a bottle of scotch out, and I'm just sort of like waving it over the hellhounds, and then
Or we
there's
burn
your
it.
containment.
Let's burn it.
I
sure.
arc my back so you can strike the match off me
Nice.
and imbue it with like some holy fire.
Mm-hmm. You're a good cat.
That's an alternative problem-solving method. Just
Stick with me, hon. I'm full of these.
That's okay. So that's great. I don't know if you were around when the I guess the order of operations was established for the agency. Study is kind of like priority 1, and then destroy if we can't study it. So you destroyed it before we could study it, which kind of it's better than letting it roam or kill people, but we don't really learn anything from it. So
Listen,
I
either give
imagine
me the key.
there was a jump cut in the middle of that, and like
they're on
we're
the
just
road.
like we're pulling
already
into
on the
like
road.
Algonquin Spring or Algonquin Falls. As
And Church is driving, heading into Algonquin Springs, and Gwen is in the back of the car. Like,
So, she's just leaning around the headrest. So, constructive criticism. I've been told to do the sandwich method. So, I really appreciate you being a go-getter. I think you could prioritize things a little bit better, and it was really great of you to help carry that to the back of the car. Or, I guess I am confident that you would have had you had not a gun in your hand and kerosene.
also, I'm totally riding shotgun, and Gwen and Gary are in the back.
and Church has a flask out. Like, well,
So- Also, Mike, I need to use my Destiny's Plaything move since we're starting a
I need
mystery.
to do mine too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
if you have
Why are there so many
you
of
have a
those? That's
starting
not
move,
good.
please use your starting move now.
See,
I'm rolling.
it's weird crap. Oh well. That's great. No, that's just fine.
Awesome.
Mark XP.
Doing that.
XP is awesome. We love XP.
Oh wait, use luck, Adam. Use luck.
Don't do that.
No.
Don't do that.
You get 10 luck, and then the character's doomed.
For real.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what 1 is? It's not 10.
I'm trying to think of the Darkest Dungeon quote, but it's like, "This is how a life is taken, slowly by inches."
Sounds about right.
Increments.
So yeah,
This
that's
is how death.
my fail. Basically says on a miss, something bad is going to happen to me
Like now or when? Just in general?
on this mystery.
You were in
on
a
this
car full of
adventure.
guarantees about that anyway. So
I mean, I did just get run over, but maybe something worse will happen.
You got
Slowly,
better.
gently.
We're part of that.
This is how a life is taken.
Destiny's Plaything.
That's his play thing. Yeah,
yeah, that's
Yeah.
On a miss,
Yeah,
something
copy and
bad
paste
will
it.
happen to you.
I sent you
Gotcha.
the thing.
that is the chosen gig.
Is that the slowly, gently? This is how a life is taken.
Yep. I googled it.
Wayne June has a voice of like
I love that voice.
dark as silk.
If my narrator voice could be anything other than my name is shit, what's it? Fuck. This whole thing just went away from me. Bye.
kid
Anyways,
just
back
wailed
on
on
track.
stuff for a
Yeah.
while.
So back in the car. You've
That's
gotten
Logan Cunningham.
Church. What was your roll for?
At the beginning of each mystery, roll plus sharp. On a 79, hold 1. I can spin the hold to be where I need to be, prepared and ready. So,
What's your book again?
expert.
Gotcha.
It's sort of like a pre-flashback. I bought myself a flashback
Mm-hmm.
to
Awesome.
be in the right place with the right thing to do the thing.
Julie.
All right.
do the thing.
So you guys pull into Algonquin Falls, and there is specifically there was just really one place here. It's the Algonquin Falls Village Center, and there's other little places like that have like little shops. There's a kebab place down the road, but for the most part, this is the central point to all the residential, and it's just you've got a village green, you've got a shopping center, there's a Starbucks and a Subway, 2 gas stations. An Irish pub next door to a Peruvian chicken joint.
Wow. I'm into all of that.
There's a 7-Eleven, a post office, and a volunteer-only fire department.
I am way less into those 3 things than I am into an Irish pub and Peruvian chicken.
And then just down the road is the old schoolhouse and library.
You should probably get a look at one of these bodies. Seems like a good place to start.
I do have some official government documents that might help. Hey, Peruvian chicken looks good as hell.
Mm-hmm. Also, the cat nods assent to we should find a body.
Is there any like obvious police station / hospital / morgue?
No, but there's a GPS, so police station can't be too far.
Alternatively, we just hit Gary again.
Well, I mean, realistically, if we just put Gary in the middle of the street, something bad will happen to him, and that's probably a lead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can search engine maps to the nearest police station.
Yeah, you look around and there's no aside from the post office, there's no real symbols of authority. There's no government branches. There's no police. The fire department is all volunteer. There's
Okay.
no authoritativeness at all.
All right. Well, I'm going to go to what is obviously the next closest approximation to a government building. We will walk to the pub.
Well, I mean, the police station's 3 miles down the road if you want.
Oh. I will walk to the pub.
Let's check the bar.
All right. Inside
This,
the Irish pub, there's some sort of the Irish jig sort of playing on the radio. There is what time? I figure you guys got here like 3 p.m. Let's say, like after the lunch rush, because there's not that many people in there. There's what you gotta assume are the regulars sitting at the bar, drinking Guinness and having the same arguments they've had for the last 10 years. And as you step foot inside, first of all, you bring the cat.
I am on the bar already.
Okay.
That's gonna be great.
Like just lying down on the bar like I own the place.
The Fat Badger. Now it's called the Fat Badger. So as you all walk in, Gary, as you walk in the door, you hear the sound of a glass shattering and a shriek.
Who broke glass?
I know you. It's the waitress. The waitress has dropped the tray and is like clutching her pearls. She's gonna approach. She's wearing a waitress outfit, like that knockoff Irish waitress outfit that's like green and doesn't really know if it's Irish or Scottish. He's like, "You were in my dreams. I've seen you.
I roll my eyes.
You're there when I die."
Okay.
That's worse than the first time.
I'm sorry.
Nice.
Good save.
Church is like, okay, miss, we're gonna have to talk about this. Can you go on a break or something real quick?
Yes. No, I no one's gonna stop. Night Stalker that got what?
Renee said that in the Google chat or the Twitch chat, so I'm
Oh.
pasting it. So I didn't have to read it out loud and interrupt
I can
things.
just read things out loud. I don't.
Chat.
I read the stuff I'm not supposed to read.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. These guys, they can get the drinks themselves. Let's talk. I knew you would come. I dreamt of it. Everything I dream comes true.
It's probably best if we step outside, and then like Church goes back into like cop mode. It's probably best if we step outside.
So outside, this is like y'all ever seen True Blood?
Yes.
I forgot the name of the lady, but she's got the long brown hair. She was married to Renee in that first season, or like
Yep.
Sookie's friend. Yeah. It's her, and she's like got the shaking hand as she puts like a cigarette up to her lips, and she says, "I knew it. I just didn't know it'd be so soon. 2 days. I'm dead in 2 days."
Any chance you can start over at the beginning, man?
Well, she kind of fixes you with a look, and she says, "You ever think you're psychic?"
No, but I've known some who do. I take it you're one of them?
So, yeah, I've always loved crystals and tarot cards and that sort of thing. And I, in my spare time, I've been learning to become a tarot card reader, full-time medium, psychic medium. And every once in a while, I just have this feeling like something's true or about to happen, and it does.
Just nodding along, half like, I can't believe I'm still dealing with this shit. I'm supposed to be retired.
And I saw you guys in my dream pull up in your El Camino with that big old bag of weapons in your bag. And just after you hit that big old black dog that came out of nowhere.
Interesting. Can I read on this person? Because she's telling me things that sound right. Is she just like a waitress?
To do a thing, do a thing.
All right.
What are you gonna do? So you're gonna take a read on her. Give me sharp.
All right.
So it's a partial success, right?
Yep.
Is that read a bad situation? Or is that investigate a mystery? Or is that something else?
Let's read a bad situation.
The worst situation.
Or I guess investigate's a little bit better here. So let's do that.
Let's sort of twist around. What sort of creature is it? Is she fitting the profile of like previous sort of, I don't know, victim psychics that I've encountered before?
Well, so actual psychic mediumcy is not a thing that's routinely run across. Most folks that think they're psychic are actually experiencing secondary paranormal events, echoes from other entities, usually extra-dimensional or extraterrestrial. So it's possible that she recently became psychic. Maybe she's been psychic all along, but probably not.
Okay.
It's also possible you're talking to a charlatan, but
never mind. Okay. Any more about how you die?
Well, so there's these big old monsters from outer space, And they're here among us. And one of them is eating everybody's brains.
Excuse me. What?
Oh, hi, dear.
Hi. I'm gonna flash my badge real quick. I'm here on official business from the ECRD. These are my associates, and I'm trying to get statements from witnesses and those involved in the community. Are you saying something about aliens?
Well, yeah. They've been among us for a while now.
Oh, okay.
You're a good official. You know all about Area 52.
Ma'am, I am unable to comment on the existence or non-existence of any possible classified government facilities, but if you would like to provide a description or any sort of relevant information, I would be happy to take note of it and add it to my official file.
Well, they're these things. They're like squamous and ergos.
Uh-huh.
And they all connect to these weird angles that don't look right.
Okay.
Non-Euclidean.
Yes.
I
So
read that word in a book.
Use it.
Did you go to college, ma'am?
Are you an avid
Well,
reader?
part-time. I like my
You Lovecraft,
I like my
perhaps?
stories. I'm sorry?
Do you like anything of the horror, supernatural, those kind of books, or what is it? That
Oh,
you're into?
everyone around here reads that Stephen King.
Ah, okay. So I had a question. I'm supposed to be meeting with some people at the police department regarding some recent unfortunate occurrences. Would you be able to direct me to where the police department is?
Oh, of course, but don't you think I should go with you?
I would hate to take you away from your job, inconvenience.
Oh, we got room. We
customers,
got
or
room in the
cost
car.
you
It's
any
fine.
money.
I feel like a psychic would really help you out in your mission here, man.
Ma'am, please come with us. Her to Gwen's seat in the car.
I still have shotgun.
Is Mr. Scrufflebutt back in the car?
Probably.
Holding a beer.
With a Guinness.
There's just a Guinness in the cup holder on Scrufflebutt's side.
There you go. Yes.
Gwen is
It's
going
just
to open the door and shove Scrufflebutt either out of the way or pick him up and plop her on him on
you
her
set
lap.
me down outside of the car, and I'm just back in the car when
Yeah.
you turn around. Also, I should point out that that's my third Guinness.
And
It's okay.
based upon
Cats
your
are
body
pretty
weight, I'm assuming not good.
No, I'm.
All right. So Charlene, she starts directing you with a cigarette. Still smoking in your car, which
Ma'am,
is
if you
totally
could,
against
please
regulation.
Don't smoke in the car. This is against government regulations. And
Church will try to bum one off of her.
Yeah. She not surreptitiously hands it over, and then she rolls down the window. Oh wait, this is the future. We actually have push button windows only, and she'll tip it out the window, and she's like. The thing smokers do, where they only smoke out the window, even though that doesn't help.
Yep. Cool. So one of the good things about my agency is that we have weird / awesome tech gadgets. So I'm going to open my phone app, remote kill the car, and say, I insist that there are no cigarettes smoked in the vehicle. Please and thank you.
But I'm smoking outside the vehicle, ma'am.
Don't.
What's that?
I'll give Charlene a look like.
Some of us do
Yeah.
not have the luxury of being retired yet, and would like to be able to reach that point without negative marks on their records, which would affect their monthly retirement payout.
Sorry, she's kind of a killjoy, and I'll
You're
flick
a
the
big old
cigarette
buzzkill.
out the window.
All right. Well, I guess. And she flicks out the window and kind of
Did I ever tell you about the time
oh,
I
come
met
on,
the real
let's get to a
buzzkill?
place where I can smoke. I'm sorry. When was that?
Did I tell you about the time I met the real buzzkill? I have a story for you. That's what he
The
called
serial killer?
himself. Yes. Here, let's talk all about it, and then
Is it true what they say about him tying up his victims in ironic sort of torture situations?
That's Buzzsaw. We're talking about Buzzkill. It's
My
he was
bad.
a lot more outwardly aggressive. Basically, he would drug people, anesthetize them, remove and possibly relocate their limbs depending on how much time he had, and then watch them flail around. And then when they gave up, he killed them.
Scrufflebutt burps.
Sorry, the cat's drunk.
I like
Yeah,
how
you should let that
you
cat
got
drink.
all. I like how you got all defensive over someone smoking in the vehicle, but open alcohol was a-okay.
You're a cat.
She-
What there's
Charlene picks up the cat and puts it back in the cat carrier. You shouldn't let these things be out in the car. If there's an accident, they can get hurt.
yeah. This
Please throw up on her.
we
Right now.
deal with out of the ordinary creatures and life forms, and Mr. Scrufflebutt happens to be chief amongst them. Luckily, he's one of the good ones, right, Mr. Scrufflebutt?
And I'm just on your lap purring.
Oh my stars! Did that cat just?
No, what cat?
Is
He's
it
always
one of
been
them
a
aliens?
Uh,
It's one of them aliens from those Stargate planets, ain't it? Is your name like Set or Bath or something?
And I just lock eyes with her.
Oh, he's doing the thing. And I'm trying to
Good
wave my
kitty.
hand in front of his eyes. Just no blink.
His name's Mr. Scrufflebutt, and he's from a cardboard box behind my store.
So
Anyway, so police station, and then the car ignition starts back
and then
up.
police station. Boop.
Yeah.
Most of that probably would just got cut for the
Smash cut.
actual feature-length film. Yeah. So you enter what can only be described as
The
the
episodes
town's
of
police
season,
station.
we got space
It is not what you would call fancy. It is not what you would call two stories.
It's the police station from Fargo.
or like the police station from my hometown.
Yeah.
There's like two of those poured concrete things to stop cars running into it, and that's like building security, and that's good.
That's probably overkill.
The police station is actually two trailers next to each other.
Oh,
With
nice.
like a brick facade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then a double wide. Yeah.
Yeah, so you go inside, and there is an old man with a giant, like Civil War style bushy mustache and beard combination, and like a monocle, like a tweed jacket and stuff. And he's talking to the desk officer, and Charlene grabs your jacket, Church, and she says, "Oh, I saw him in my dream too."
What part in your dream did
Anybody?
you play?
That's Professor Walters. He teaches at the community college. I take
What was he
classes with
doing?
him time, but I don't think it's related.
Is that true in real life too, or just in your dream?
Everything's true in my dreams, so it's the same thing.
I like how I'm the not cattiest person in this party.
Do they like stop talking when we walk in, or is this professor person so intense that they will continue?
He glances your way and keeps talking to this person at the desk, and it's another older white gentleman with receding hairline and questionable facial hair choices.
One,
With the
my
monocle
brothers.
status.
What's
Non-existent for that one.
Okay.
what are they talking about? Can we hear them from here?
They're talking about normal small town things. They're talking about please don't go too political. Come on, steer away.
Cow tipping.
Yeah.
Yeah, cow tipping and like spray paint on the water tower.
Well, and
Like-
the quarterback drunk driving and getting,
Yes.
Car accident that
Slap
involved
on
those
the
They're
wrist.
turkeys.
talking about local
Quarterback's
uh,
pregnant.
high school sports teams.
Yeah.
They're talking about and Walters segues into a question. So what about all them going ons? Shit, it's not like that south. So have you heard anything more about the unfortunate incidents that have been occurring?
Scoot closer.
It's like, well, outside of official channels, you'll understand. Not on the record. Not that you are part of that. Your student's blog and can't keep her mouth from running. It's like, oh no, just of course not. She's not. I'm not even allowing her to take my classes anymore. Well, we think these might be related, but we still have no means or motive, so it's getting a little cloudy. But all the victims seem to have known each other. And Professor Walters leans in and says, "But who doesn't in this town? Am I right?"
I was about to say, yeah.
The desk clerk looks up and says, "Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. Can I help you?" And he tips his hat to you.
Good afternoon, officer. I apologize for eavesdropping. I actually came to talk with you about a very similar subject, and she flashes her badge real quick to where you can see it's like official government stuff, but not really make out what the parts after the abbreviation are, and then folds it up and tucks it back into her jacket.
The professor adjusts his monocle. Did that say ESRB?
Oh no, that's an entirely different. That's the Electronic
Scam.
Software Rating Board. They're in charge of deciding whether kids can play video games or not. We do. I would say the exact opposite, but I'm not sure what the opposite of that is. But it's very different. Let's just say it's very different.
Okay. Well, ma'am, I'm Officer Harrigan. I can help you out with any questions you may have. Do we need to go talk somewhere more official, or you want to just keep chatting here in the hall?
Probably somewhere quieter would be great. I'd hate to cause any sort of uproar or disquiet amongst the community when it's not necessary. So, if
But when it
the
is
rest of my
necessary.
associates and I could come with you,
We're
and
totally into it when it is necessary.
perhaps if you could procure any sort of related evidence or case files that you may have at the moment, that would be very helpful.
He grabs a single sheet of paper off the desk and puts it in an envelope, closes it, picks it up, and makes a follow me motion. Brings you through a couple, one doorway, down a hall, down an elevator, and into the morgue. Or what's... Sorry, go ahead.
I said yes.
And he puts the middle folder down on the table and he says, "All right, well, here is all the evidence that we have so far. This is a handful of bodies, about 6 so far. The rate at which people are dying seems to be increasing, which has caused us to be somewhat on edge. We still don't know how this is occurring. It seems that he looks around and he's like, their brains have been removed from their, we had an official report, so apparently you saw that too."
Yes.
Are we all there, or was it just Gwen that went back?
I brought y'all all back with me.
So is she still standing in the lobby?
I pray for the love of crap that Charlene is still standing in the lobby.
Did you explicitly leave her there? No, it's way funnier if she like kind of peeks in through the.
Oh my god!
I saw this in my dream too.
Church is gonna walk over and like rap his knuckles on one of the empty skulls.
Agent Church,
so you're gonna open up one of the.
No, just like make the noise.
The hollow
of, like,
squish of an empty skull noise.
Yeah. Okay. It sounds like banging your fingers on a table.
Okay. Yeah, this is real weird. Do I notice any like similarities or commonalities between the people, between the victims from here?
Well, I mean, they're all white folk.
I mean, like before they lost their brains, were they just like are they all the same age? Are they all like do they all have like I assume they stripped them down in the morgue, but otherwise asked about clothing, like that kind of thing.
Yeah. No, they all appear to be relatively middle-aged individuals, men, women, both. There doesn't seem to be a similarity in features or hair color or eye color, but there's
All right.
3 men, 3 women.
Okay. I'm gonna pick one of the dudes and like search him for eldritch tattoos.
Hmm.
Go over his body and try to make sure there's nothing weird there. That might be a lead.
Oh, there's a butterfly tattoo on one of his ankles, but that's it.
Doesn't have a tramp stamp or anything?
No.
Okay. Well, I check
Just
another
case.
body for the butterfly tattoo just to be sure.
Were you looking for an eldritch tramp stamp?
There's the yellow symbol right above their butt crack.
I was,
It's ass grass or Cthulhu.
listen. This is the game that we're playing right now with the group that we're playing it with. I would remind you that our magical god cat is drunk. I feel like searching for a Cthulhu tramp stamp is completely above board.
I just want to say I've found and started consuming somebody's coffee to sober up.
Are you like pushing it around with your little cat paws? Like
I am just on someone's desk.
I imagine you're over there with like the jar of formaldehyde, just like slowly edging it toward.
Yeah.
Officer Harrigan goes over and pushes back in. Sir, you can't bring your cat in here.
Hey.
Believe it or not, this cat is of assistance to us in this case.
Okay. I'm gonna need to see that badge again.
I yawn and roll over onto my back.
Also, look at that belly.
And just start purring, and I soothe this man.
All right, Harrigan reluctantly strokes your belly.
That's going to be really useful. Actually.
I just keep purring and soothing him.
So what's effect?
It basically blocks any negative emotions that he currently has.
So, like, concerned that there's a cat in his morgue.
I just want to say I keep finding myself basically playing Purple Man, and it's not intentional, but it keeps happening.
It's not intentional the way that Zach keeps playing punch people.
Yeah, right?
Not a punch person. This is not a punch person. I'm playing the expert.
You're a bullet puncher.
Punch people or gun bunny?
All right. I am... I mean, Church is going to just drop into, like, police work mode and start trying to find or follow leads, either with the bodies or with the articles or with their...
They're all locals.
Let's track that.
They all went to the
assist
same.
you if you want to roll something. I can do a help out roll.
They probably should roll. I shouldn't just give you information.
Here, I'll do a help roll. Wait,
Yeah,
which one's
I've
investigating?
nailed every rule.
That's sharp. Yeah, cool. I'm better at
Okay.
cool. Let me help. 11, so you get +1.
All right. So I get a +1 for that?
Yeah, +1 whatever you roll. I'm taking pictures and comparing them against our database and shit.
All right, there you go. Got 1. Or got 8.
You've got an iPhone 10 and you're using the face scan feature to like look at these people's faces in the database online.
Yep.
Boom. Got there.
No.
Ask this question. This one question.
That's the obvious question for me is like, what does this? What creature? I guess I have to frame it as what creature can do the brain removal thing.
So you've been around the block for quite a bit, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So you've never seen them personally, but there have been many recordings of incidents involving creatures that have the ability to do things like this. And they've been kind of a constant thorn in the Gwen's organization's side for going on 80, 90 years now.
Okay.
And you're not sure why you didn't think of it straight off, but this has to have been the work of Amigo.
Okay.
Why would my friend do this?
Okay. I will note that and then start thinking about ways to track and kill it. And I assume that the fact that all these people know each other and are the same age probably has something to do with that.
That's it's not usually how they do things.
Hmm.
They usually are a lot less discerning about where they get their brains.
Interesting. Hmm.
And it's almost never just one.
What is the plural of Migo? Migi?
Me's go.
I'm Mr. Migo. Look at me.
It's a me, amigo.
Oh God. Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, we should get to follow this lead or find another one. I am. I mean, I'll keep pumping people for information. We can also ask what's her face.
I could check in with the agency and request help, maybe some research assistance.
Use that, and then it could go horribly and be
Oh, it
awesome.
can go so bad. On a miss, you screwed up. You might be suspended, under investigation, or just in the doghouse. You certainly aren't going to get any help until you sort it all out.
We heard there was a drunk cat in your rental car. That voided our insurance. We're afraid we're gonna have to dock you.
Yeah.
Should I roll it, Mike?
Oh, whatever. Like,
I
if
mean-
you want to do it, do it.
Yeah.
Hey,
What's the worst that happens is I disbar you.
How good is your sharp?
1,
Yeah, that's fine.
That's not so bad.
8. On a 7 to 9, things aren't so great. You might get chewed out by your superiors, and there will be fallout, but you get what you need for the job. Oh, fuck, I'm gonna get sexually harassed again. This data file better be worth it. I got sexually harassed for this.
Okay, so what's the what exactly the thing you're looking for?
Any sort of like archives access that can give us more information on Migos.
Okay.
Miyagi.
As
Mr.
a,
Miyagi?
as a suggestion, I mean, if you guys are like some sort of newfangled organization with like access to social media stuff, maybe you can track them Russian hacker style via Facebook or something to
Ooh.
find other likely candidates.
We do.
So we
have
just start
cool
calling that
tech.
blog fake news.
Yeah, we
Mhm.
do have cool tech. Can they develop an algorithm using existing data points to figure out like maybe what the 1 or 2 possible other next victims would be?
That sounds awesome. Write that down so I don't forget it. But yeah, you put in the call, and a short time later, your phone rings, and it's boss, or it's shitbag.
I just want to say, like, the way you phrased that thing made me think of that bit in CSI Miami where the lady is like, I'll code a GUI interface in Visual Basic to track the killer's IP address, and then like wanders off screen.
It reminds me. So basically, I was going for that thing that they did
Yup.
on one of the Batman movies where
Yeah.
they used the phones and it was like,
Uh-huh.
we know exactly where this dude is.
Well, one thing's for sure, Angels, is I thought that you guys you had the guts and the know-how and and the gumption to be able to do all this by yourself, and you're already calling for backup. I'm disappointed, and I'm disappointed in my sweet. Sorry, I had to get the sexual harassment bit.
Sir, we know what kind of monster it is, and I know while some people are a little bit more cavalier about civilian casualties, I would like to get this resolved before more happen. So I'm
So-
willing to
so
put
you
my
figured out it's
pride
Amigo then,
on the
huh?
side. Yes.
Great, go get me my amigos.
Very good, sir. Can you have
They
the
like
tech team
tacos.
develop a facial recognition algorithm to help find similarities between the existing victims and possibly pinpoint what the next victim is going to be?
Can I just say that you chewed him out for being okay with civilian casualties and also took a grenade launcher?
Yeah, there's
we may not know about the grenade launcher yet, and
It's a less than
gonna be
lethal
so
grenade
pumped.
launcher.
It's
So
a
pumped.
beanbag grenade.
I just hit him.
Yeah.
I just noob tube him in the chest. The grenade doesn't detonate when you do that. Trust me, I've played Call of Duty.
Yeah, of course, Gwen. We're happy to do that for you. But once you, but I expect to hear back good news from my angels soon.
I'll make sure to ask Gary to report back to you when we have another development.
Who? And you just like hang up.
Goodbye, sir. Click.
This is exactly the sort of character I like having. It's terrible and bad.
Terrible,
Racist
terrible. It's racist Ted all over again. and Space Palin.
Oh Jesus! Yep, I'd forgotten about her.
Thanks, y'all.
Oh God, no.
Oh, bless your heart.
Oh God, what did I do to deserve that? Anyways. Oh Jesus!
H arbitration. Nice.
That's actually pretty
All
good.
right, so you got some kind of newfangled tech wiggle-whacker that's gonna find this thing.
Yes,
Yeah, apparently it's walking its way through the yearbook of everybody who graduated from Algonquin High in a class of 94. Yeah, they're just going through whacking them all.
Huh.
It says that it shows you like an algorithm, like a spit out, and one of the people it comes up with is Mandy Thompson, who's currently a researcher at Algonquin Community College.
Well, fire up the Scooby-Mobile.
I send an email to the tech team thanking them for their help and let them know that I will send a focused recognition to their supervisors, indicating as such.
It also pings a Facebook account. Apparently, there is a amateur journalist that also goes to Algonquin Community College named Amanda Sharp, who has been recording an incredible amount of detail about these things and has a picture of what appears to be Amigo.
Okay.
And yes, the creature is both squamish and rugose. It looks to be like some sort of mutant cross between a lobster, a fly, and tentacles.
Okay.
I keep thinking you're saying Squamish, which is a city like 40 minutes north of me.
Squamous.
Yes.
Squamous.
Oh. I just Googled Migos. Do not like.
They're not good. They're not fun. You do not want to meet one in a back alley.
Dislike. Very much dislike. Okay.
Also, that the original Migos were not supposed to be like translatable into visuals. Was the whole idea
Yeah.
thing, and we made them the most horrible thing.
Yeah, maybe we should have just not done that.
So I nominate we get in the car, pull away into orbit, and nuke the site.
You know, you guys
we
make
don't
fun
have
of the you make fun of the grenade launcher now, but you know, it'll be helpful now. Later, soon.
Speaking out of character, someone with like knowledge of cell phone technology and opposable thumbs should call this person.
Well, if we've got
Know
two
that they're
people,
doing-
we can hopefully we have two phones.
I don't have a cell phone.
Of course you don't.
Anything that was made after the year 1970.
Church, aren't you supposed to have
7.
aren't you supposed to have some of those so people can get in touch with you if you're out and about? Isn't that like the thing hunters do?
I got like a beeper.
Oh, great. Can you call one of our people on it?
You know, pull it out and show it to you. It's not even charged.
What the hell is this? A tiny VCR?
I'm just
It should be
suddenly
at least 3
on.
times the
A
size.
beta player? A what?
I'm just
Yeah.
suddenly like in Church's arms, like cradled the way you do cats.
Okay, well, somebody drive. I'll try calling these people since one of you hates phones and the other one's a cat.
And I just like sit in
well.
the driver's seat and like put my paws on the steering wheel.
At this point,
We
I
get back
don't
out of the
even
car
care.
and Gary's just sitting there. Couldn't go to the bar. Wouldn't let me to the police station.
This sucks.
Stay in the car, Gary.
This is the worst fucking road trip, you guys.
Because this is halfway to a cop car. We've left him in the back where he can't open the doors from the inside. There's like the partition
He's
in the way.
actually locked in the evidence chunk with
Yeah.
the dog, right? Like,
That's awful. Y'all are awful.
Uh,
All right, so I'm gonna call up Amanda.
I am
first.
not driving.
I'll drive. It's fine.
Cat is driving?
How can this be?
Yeah, I'll retrieve my flask from the cup holder, and
Retrieving
We'll
flax
drive.
would be even more interesting.
we'll throw the left blinker on just because, and drive.
You're gonna take a turn eventually. You're
You really
old.
are retired.
Drive at like 16
20.
miles an hour. Yeah, down to the.
Gary, do you have a cell phone?
Yeah, I'm a college student. Of course, I have a cell phone.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to call? So sorry for locking you in the car. First off. Second off. So we found out
It's
that
hot
the
in
monster.
here.
Yeah, I should have. We shouldn't have locked you in. But if we did, we should have left the AC on. That's kind of like common courtesy. And you think since one of the people in our party is a cat, they would like extend that courtesy to a human who maybe was locked in the car. But
I haven't ever been stuck in a car, so
so, we found out it's this thing called Amigo, and it can suck brains out through heads without doing stuff to the head. And we found I was able to get the names of two people who are probably going to be the next victim, and somebody who actually has pictures of this thing. And one of them, I think, is a journalist or something at Algonquin Community College. So if you want to reach out to them, I can get in touch with the researcher who's probably going to die next, and maybe we can make some headway.
So you need me to call a journalist and convince them to do what?
Give us the pictures and also stop live blogging monsters. Maybe just have them like text that to us.
I mean, I could try.
The agency does best if a bunch of people don't realize it exists and also don't realize monsters exist. So she's kind of fucking up that second part. So, yeah.
This is totally not in Gary's wheelhouse, but he'll
Talking to
take one
girls?
for the team. Yeah, talking to people. Yes.
Just think, maybe you were chosen to talk to this journalist.
nice.
The prophecy.
Obviously, this is the terrible thing that's going to happen to Gary.
He who was foretold in Anime Club to talk to a girl that time.
Jeez.
Oh my god. Too real.
Blessed be his name.
Smooth B is passing.
So yeah, I guess we've got Gary's gonna call Amanda and Gwen is gonna call Mandy.
Okay.
Wait. The next victims are named Amanda and Mandy. Good.
Okay. Well, in order to talk to Mandy, someone's going to have to sing the song. Because now that just happened, yeah. Oh, Mandy. No, shit. That was me. Damn it.
You.
Oh.
Yep.
What the fuck are
So,
you talking about?
Gary, you
I
call
couldn't come
Amanda.
up with a song. I got
And,
Brandy. I got to Brandy.
She answers the phone and is like, if this isn't a movie deal or a lead on the next story, I'm not interested.
I just want to point out that you could have named one of them Jenny, and then we would have already known her number.
That's the one talking to Gary.
Gary,
Oh, is that? Sorry, I got my Mandy and Amanda's mixed up.
I can't imagine why.
Pipe wizards.
So she said movie dealer.
If you're not calling about a movie deal, or giving me the next lead on the big story, I'm not interested. So come on, which one is it? I don't even recognize this number.
Second thought here. I missed. What happened with the waitress?
We left her in the morgue.
She said she's a psychic. She insisted on coming along with us because the church
Because of
invited
the wonderful
her.
things she does.
And
Best case scenario, she's filling out a police report right now. Worst case scenario, she's
Already
wandering
dead.
the streets being crazy and not our problem. So
Yeah. So I guess I'll go with lead. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Well, now you have my attention. What is it?
I mean, I'm not going to just tell you over the phone. Right? That's how this works. You got to pay, right?
Oh my god, Gary's amazing.
Information wants to be free, man.
Motherfucker, we got Julian Assange.
You can't own news.
My school isn't free though, so
Are you a student too? We can meet at the AV club.
what? No, college. I don't even know what college is. I don't even know where local is.
Algonquin Falls Community College. I make it easy.
AFCC. No, do we find out like any kind of locational? Like, where do we want to? Do we know where this creature's operating out of?
I don't think we have that info yet. We just have the potential target.
we haven't gotten that far. We're not that good. We know who the next dead person probably is, unless we can stop that from happening.
And they're where?
Not yet.
We also don't know where they are either. Who are they again?
We're gonna call them next after you get off the phone.
What you said? I thought you said the profession or something though.
Wait, what'd you say?
Do we have their profession or knew something about them?
Mandy is a researcher and Amanda is a quote unquote journalist. Mandy's the one who's probably gonna die next.
Is she a researcher at Algonquin
Yep.
Community College?
Yeah. She's some sort of professor researcher thing there.
Sure, let's all meet there then.
Awesome. Bring your pictures or your lead or whatever, and I'll meet you there, and we'll see what you got. And remember, the truth is out there.
Yeah, make sure. I mean, I also wanted to, catch up on the story so you can bring your stuff too, right?
Oh yeah, it's all on the internet. I'm publishing it as soon as I get it. Get a giant expose brewing. I've got a YouTube video that's coming up. It's got interviews with eyewitnesses. I'm this close to breaking the case.
Okay, well, just make sure you bring your laptop with you because you're gonna want to post this right away.
All right, I'll do it. I'm on the campus right now, so you can just come find me in the study lounge.
AV Club, yeah, that AV Club.
Yep.
Good old Algonquin AV Club. Yep. Okay. Done. Gary will hang up.
Gwen, you said you
How
wanted
often
to
you
call.
talk to girls, Gary?
I talk to Gwen all the time. She's my best friend.
Wow. Scrufflebutt's future just got brighter. I'm doing that thing where it's like kneading with the claws on your lap.
You're making biscuits.
Mm-hmm.
Gary's allergic to cats.
Are we attempting to call
yes.
the other one too? Oh wow.
Yeah,
course you're
I'm
allergic to
gonna call
cats.
Mandy.
Oh God, what do you want?
Are you okay?
No,
Okay, what's wrong?
people are dying.
Right, that's kind of why I'm calling. Do you know why people are dying?
Where is she?
She's in the house.
Where are you? I'm not killing people, by the way. That was probably not the best time to ask that question. We want to help.
I know you're not killing people. God.
How? How do you know what you know?
Just where is she so we can go save her? Oh my god,
Mandy.
the cat is furious with you.
Mandy, where are you? We can come help.
I'm
For a
hiding
supernatural
in the
investigator, you're
closet.
really bad at asking questions.
Okay, that narrows it down to several places on campus. Which closet?
The one in the. Where do
Great.
they perform? Science.
Laboratory?
Lab. I love the like. I know. I wish the city was just out there. The one in the, and then we're too late.
Yes.
It's over.
No, that's what I hoped was happening.
The one
Oh,
in the
no, that's-
Sciencorium.
Now that's what's happening.
Oh, god
Yeah.
damn it.
The one in the.
There's just a
Scrufflebutt, is
scream
that
and the
enough?
phone hangs up.
Can you teleport over there?
Oh my god! Click.
Scrufflebutt, hurry. Can you teleport over there?
I look at you as though you just drooled all over yourself.
It's not no.
Can you take us with you?
I can't because I don't know it. Like, I probably look at church and then just like motion. I can go places I know well, or people, or
Okay.
to people I know well.
I want to do a thing.
Okay.
I want to spend my
Oh
hold
shit!
on Man with a Plan, where I need to be prepared and ready. And the way I want this to go down, obviously subject to GM input, is I want to crash the rental car through the wall of a building. Be where we need to be right now with a car.
Okay. You smash in through the window
Of the second floor.
of the Sciencorium
Nice.
to see Professor Walters bashing down the door for a chemical closet with a fire axe.
Professor Walters is not the one. That's the guy from the.
With the questionable facial hair.
I'm acting on a hunch, and I will continue driving until we hit Professor Walters.
Professor Walters' last actions in this life are to look at you in shock and drop the fire axe. You run his ass over and like plow him into like one of those science tables with like the burners and stuff and like beakers, and like that explodes and there's glass everywhere and he catches fire.
Bench.
What? Bench what?
It's a
called
bench.
Table.
Or a science desk.
Bench.
It's a science table
It's where you put the science
with
when you go to
beakers and
eat it.
shit
Science.
and a Bunsen burner.
Boom.
And, like, textbooks collapse upon him.
So what you're saying is we've really put Professor Walters into the crucible.
With the car still skidding into. Oh, geez, you can't even do that right. Come on, you're a cat. You don't have thumbs. It's fine. With the car like still skidding towards the science desk, as we've determined it's called. I will open the door and step out and go towards step over the body of the professor if necessary to try to get to the closet to find what's your face,
Mandy.
Randy.
Yeah. You see Mandy kind of like she's got like a jar of caffeine, like one of those giant honking jars of caffeine that will kill a person because it's got so much caffeine that it will kill you. And she's got it like kind of raised over her head, and she like kind of peeks out through one of the axe holes.
And I say like unclipping my gun.
Mandy,
What'd
it's
you say?
us from the phone. Remember?
Well, I mean, you're not him, so you got to be better.
Right. We said we were going to help, and then I think we just did. We did.
How did you get here so fast?
Call it a knack for.
It's
Right
called a
place, right
car. They move along roads at speed.
Kind of surprised someone with your level of education is not familiar with them.
Thanks, asshole.
We should get you out of here.
I give Church another cat fist bump. Also, I want to investigate that body, but I don't think I'm the person to investigate that body. But I will definitely investigate that body.
I will sort of help. What's her face? Of Mandy, Professor Mandy, out of the closet and sort of hand her off to Gwen. Abouts. And then I'm going to the semi-pulverized corpse of the professor out and see if there's any distinguishing marks on him besides my grill and or tires.
I bust out another specimen containment vessel.
So in order, are you putting Mandy in the specimen containment vessel?
No, the body.
Okay, because
an enormous jar that you put an adult in. Yes. No, I imagine we're moving Mandy like towards an exit, guarded by our chosen one with sword chucks. Maybe, I don't know.
That makes sense.
Gary's in shock. You just killed a guy.
Happens, Gary. Man up. We got work to do.
So
Let's see that
three things
monster.
happen. First, Mandy rushes past Gwen towards an office that's labeled with Professor Walters on it. Again, like the back of the room. Church.
Mandy, that's
Church,
not the way to go.
You find that there is a like a notebook inscribed upon the front of which is a eldritch rune of some sort that you don't recognize.
All right.
But it definitely looks like Clue to you.
That goes in the bag of guns.
Oddly slick when you pick it up. Like it's made of some sort of like reptile skin, but it's smooth like human skin.
I was afraid you were going to say it's like bound with catgut, and I was like, yeah, of course it fucking is.
Well, it's not a musical instrument, Andrew.
It's a good thing we're in the science department, is all I'm saying.
And the other thing is that at least screech fills the air as the room collapses.
Huh?
And crashing through the ceiling is a creature with almost a spider-like head that's like a grub fucked a spider really hard. There's like a million of these little tentacled things over its head. And it's got wings that are like a moth mated with a bat. Apparently everything is just two animals crossed together. And it's got a half dozen of these tentacles tipped with lobster claws and these giant metallic like robot stompy feet. And it reaches for Mandy.
I pounce on it.
Okay, do your thing.
All 20 pounds of kitten fury. That's a big cat.
20 pounds is the size of a cat. We had a cat growing up that was 18 pounds, and he was enormous. I can't imagine.
Yeah, dude, that's a small bear.
20 pounds is an incredibly small bear. Like that's
a baby bear.
That's like half of a bear's
like cat territory.
Jordan says
like,
that's a huge cat. That's
are you kicking some ass?
2.5 Koras.
I got a 7.
Okay, tell me how this works for you, because you were like you always attack with weakness.
Yeah, I'm always attacking weaknesses.
Okay.
You and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other. The amount of harm based on the established dangers in the game. That usually means you inflict the harm rating of your weapon, and your enemy inflicts their harm rating against you. I have no idea what weakness does.
I think weakness probably pierces armor. If I had to guess.
It might even just be, depending on the monster, it might just be that it lets you hurt it.
It doesn't say.
Let me find out.
Monsters aren't killed unless you attack them with their weakness.
There you go.
There you go.
Like, they just won't die.
Mm-hmm.
You can take all their hit points away, and then they'll vanish, but they can't be killed until you attack them with their weakness.
That's right.
So yeah, I pounced. So that's 2 harm, intimate, and messy.
2 harm, intimate, and messy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you like, are you punching its head or its back or its wings, or like what are you attacking?
I'm probably going for the throat and not getting there.
Okay. So it's got a long ass neck too, so you probably can get like the back of its neck or like its head. Like where do you want to land on?
Probably the back of its neck.
So you leap into the air, and it's like an angel taking flight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something out of a seraphim with a fucking flaming sword, and you land on its neck, and it doesn't have mouth to make noise, but like all of its limbs like shoot out in like what do you call that? Like stretch out and like shock and pain.
Surprise.
And it flails its head backwards. And as you claw into it, it's there's no blood that comes spurting out. It's like but it smells like
which two animals fucking?
It smells
What's the
like
most disturbing image you can come up with? Oh, we just came up with a billion 2 animal fucking combinations.
I
So
think having blood that smells of nothing at all is actually really disquieting.
it smells of an old basement long shut. Like that, the first time you open it, it's not like the air wasn't. There's nothing breathing
like
this air.
Serge forgets to take out my kitty litter for like a week.
It doesn't smell like death. It just smells like empty. And it's and there's no it's just whatever it is pouring out of it into your face. It's
That's
kind of this
unfortunate.
nothing smell that feels cold.
Mm-hmm.
And its response to you tearing open the back of its neck is to leap into the air and smash you into the ceiling.
That's unfortunate.
You take 3 harm.
But I always land on my feet.
I want to protect the cat.
Ugh.
All right, do your thing. How does that work?
So there's a move called Protect Someone. So if someone's about to suffer harm, you can somehow prevent it. Then you try to protect them. So I'm going to jump and basically push the cat off the thing's back and get in the way effectively.
Okay.
Jordan just said he does care about me.
Mm-hmm. No, he totally does.
Okay,
This is perfect. This is requited love.
I rolled a 10. So
Amazing.
on a success, you protect them okay, but you'll suffer some or all of the harm they're going to get. If you get a 10 plus, you get extra.
So choose one of them.
Oh, not
wow.
extra harm. You get a bonus. I was like, wait, what?
I get a bonus. Yes. So
You get extra harm.
for those playing at home, I can either suffer little harm, -1 harm. All impending danger is now focused on me. You inflict harm on the enemy, and you hold the enemy back.
I mean, if you
So,
can
yeah.
just soak that, that's really good. Or if you can punch it.
I'm thinking that it wants to jump, so I can just pin it to the ground.
So you've got like your sword chucks. Do you use the chain like around its neck to hold it down?
Yeah, I guess I'm effectively entangling it or something, whatever. I don't know. Yeah. But I'll
Okay,
take.
so you're going to restrain it?
I guess I don't know if you want to, whatever you want to define. You hold out. Actually, I'm going to be able to take care of my son, so I'm
Okay.
again, guys.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll take the harm still.
All right.
Cool.
So Gary takes 3 harm, which I believe
Minus 2 for armor, at least.
Okay. Sorry, that should be 3 harm.
Yeah, it's 3 harm minus 2 for armor, so probably just 1 total.
Probably just 1 total.
Yep.
And I like the idea of him wrapping it up in his sword chucks. Right, that sounds pretty awesome. Like he pushes you off of it, and then he wraps the sword chucks around it, like he's trying to like.
Or even just holds it down so it can't slam into the roof, right?
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's like it's about 5 feet long.
I can take it.
I'm sure you can. You're a god cat.
Mm-hmm.
And Gary saved you, which is amazing, right?
Oh yeah, no, like that's
pretty cool. That's pretty cool, Gary.
Okay,
is this what love is?
I want to know what love is.
I want Gary to show me.
So even though Gary's like holding it down and restraining it back, it's using these giant hooked claws and hands to kind of like scrabble along the floor, and it's like punching its feet through the tiles of the science room floor and like stretching out, trying desperately to get to Mandy. Church, what are you doing? Oh wait, you were looking at the professor. Gwen, what are you doing?
I'm walking over. Oh, not walking. I'm like, sprinting over. I'm gonna say, "Stay down, you son of a bitch!" And then I'm gonna unload an entire clip from the 9mm into it.
Okay. I was like, please not the grenade launcher. Please not the grenade launcher.
No, I'm gonna save the grenade launcher for later. But just remember,
yeah, exactly
you
what I
are a
do.
lucky cat, so you may want to spend some of that luck. So yeah, I'm gonna roll kick ass.
He's really. Aaron really wants to doom the rest of us. Is what I'm getting
Just-
from this.
As an aside, so the attack with the weakness thing, is it just like one and you can kill the monster, or does it have to be like the lethal blow is with weakness?
I mean, we're.
Okay.
I don't know though. I need to track it that close, right? If
Okay.
it's dramatically appropriate and you're attacking with weakness, it's dead.
Cool.
So
that's a
and
9.
also like walking over and putting your boot on its head and shooting it in the face a lot. That's pretty dramatically appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so tell me about this 9. You rolled with sharp. I assume that you've got a harm to sharp thing.
Oh shit, that's supposed to be tough, but they're both 1. So,
Okay.
Same.
Okay, cool. So with 9,
we trade harm.
Yeah, you trade harm.
No bonuses, easy peasy. I mean, not great for me, but
Established standards in the game.
You have a dapper
So-
suit that's twice as good as my literal godly protection.
I do. I have a tailored suit
so-
with a flak vest underneath, which apparently protects me from eldritch beings.
As you shoot it, it lashes out with one of its clawed tentacles
Mm-hmm.
and slashes at you for 2 harm.
No harm.
And what's your shooting damage?
2.
2. So even though you've got your boot on its head and you're firing it point blank into its skull, all the bullets ricochet off.
Guys, I think it might be time for the grenade launcher.
You have your boot on its head.
I have to go
Church,
get
the
it. Cat.
the book in your hand starts weeping.
What the
Be right back. Maya.
Weeping.
The book starts weeping. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Also, just call me Mona.
Ow.
Holy shit, I am playing Morgana. God
Yeah.
damn it.
You're like, is this
You know
going to
the
be
worst-
Persona? And it's you. The
Yeah.
Persona was you all along.
Do you know what the worst part is?
Huh.
I never saw it coming because my mind is too fast for eyes.
Wait. I haven't played through enough of Persona to understand
It's
that, I
one of
guess.
the songs.
Oh.
You guys might not like the thing that I do next.
I've got luck, so just go nuts,
I mean,
man.
so long as it isn't I kill Gary or Mr. Scrufflebutt, I'm okay with it.
Well, see,
really?
I'm thinking that I just completely banjoed a science desk,
Mm-hmm.
as they're now referred to in this continuity, and that science desk probably had gas hookups.
Yes.
We're going to blow the building, aren't we?
I did totally say there were Bunsen burners on there.
Building, I don't know. So the choice is like just try to ignite ambient gas, or like grab a tube that gas is escaping from and try to turn it into a flamethrower.
Yeah, I was also going to
Um,
say, like, having been in a couple classes where the building had to be evacuated due to science desk related fuck ups, it's actually really hard to blow up an entire building with
It's
just the
pretty hard.
contents of one science desk.
I just want to say
actually,
science
the-
desk is my favorite word combo tonight.
when I was in college, there was a lab. One of the labs left the gas running, and the building itself is a chemistry building, and so it's actually designed tripartite. So if like major structural damage was done to 1/3, the rest of it would still keep standing, right? But the gas, they left it on overnight, and it just kind of filled upwards. And then they came in the next morning and they turned on the lights and blew out every window in that third of the building. It didn't really hurt anything other than exploded every window out of the building. Apparently it was just like this huge whoop, and then yeah.
Oh.
All right, let's wrap up this encounter and then we can move on. And then we can take a break.
All right. I'm gonna grab like an exposed. I'm gonna shove the weeping book in the gun bag, or in my duster or something. We're storing that for later.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna grab an exposed gas hookup or gas pipe from the destroyed science desk, and I'm going to light it with one of those matches, and I'm going to turn it into a flamethrower, and try
Harm,
to.
close, fire, heavy, volatile.
Well, there's actually a flamethrower on my sheet, so.
Oh, cool. Similar.
Seemed appropriate. I just want to hurt it real. I want to hurt it real bad, or like make it go away, or something. So
Gotcha.
I guess that's probably just kicking some ass, I assume, unless there's.
Basically, yeah.
All right, cool. Let's do this thing.
Oh, good.
Yes.
How are
Okay.
you so bad at tough?
Oh, I got +1 tough.
I'm going to protect him from the inevitable fuck up here.
Like a champ.
The gas lights and explodes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
knock you out of the way.
Do you teleport me away?
Oh my god, yes.
You're gonna need to teleport them away because everybody here is getting 3.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what happens. You and I leave. Which is Angel Wings, roll plus weird. On a 10 plus, you all go where you wanted.
Who are you taking? Just me?
Just you.
Because you can grab somebody else too.
Yes. But you're my mission.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah, on a 10 plus, you all go where you wanted. That's an 8. Okay.
You have 0 weird?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I am a god cat with no weird.
totally normal cat.
I am. I am playing a normally factual cat. On a 7 to 9, you don't quite make it. Either you all appear in the wrong place or you are separated. And where I was going was probably to like your car, like not the rental.
But like my
Your
El
car.
Camino somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And I probably
said-
should have declared that ahead of time, but whatever.
You totally got there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So you're in the El Camino.
And I don't smell church anywhere.
No, church is gone.
Excellent.
We're not running. We're teleporting and leaving you suckers behind.
Yeah. Gary, Gwen, and the Amigo suffer 3 explosions.
Yay.
Ow.
That's probably fine.
I just want to ask real quick, Mike. Does this put like Angel Wings on any sort of cooldown? Because that feels dramatically appropriate. Because as written, I could just go to where church is now. Because I can always move myself to someone I know well.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, no, there's no cooldown.
Okay.
It's just a thing that you have to do.
He trusts
Okay.
you.
Church, you are in a dark place.
Awesome. I love dark places. I light a match.
There's a cat purring on your belly.
You,
I light the match on the cat. Again.
Mr. Scrufflebutt is there.
Yep.
You are in some sort of library. There are rows upon rows of books and scroll tubes and all manner of things. And it's like hewn out of rock. It's not like a person building that normal people store books in.
I'll pull one of the scroll tubes out and sort of and see if it's something I recognize.
It's sealed with a wax that smears like oil.
I'll smash it.
The whole tube, or there's the seal?
The whole tube. Right.
The tube kind of shatters like glass when you do so, and inside is a rolled up parchment paper. And on it are written words in a language that makes your head hurt to read.
Awesome.
Can I read it because I am divine?
Yeah, it's blasphemy.
Good. I just like the hair on my back stands up and I hiss.
I'll look at the cat and then I'll pull out my giant bottle of brandy and begin peppering the bookshelf with it.
As you do that, you see that there is like a stone set, like a stone block in the ceiling that has that's like cut out from the rest of the ceiling.
Okay.
It's like a trap door sort of thing. I don't know how to describe that.
Okay. How far away is the ceiling from here?
You can.
I feel-
Sorry, go ahead.
I feel like we should change Zach's class to Inquisitor
Mhm.
for as much
Basically.
burning of heresies he's doing.
Man, somebody has to do this stuff. I was the man back in the. I think we're establishing like what I did for the U.S. government back in the day.
Yeah.
And why you got drummed out.
Like I cleansed Cthulhu cults with fire, is what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we reach the trapdoor ish thing?
Yeah, like the whole room is small and cramped. Like it's too small for you to stand up upright. It's like
Oh.
it's like 3 feet wide and only like 5 feet long,
Oh.
and maybe
Okay.
4.5 feet tall. Like it's more of a crypt than a library.
Can I meaningfully interact with the door?
Yeah,
Can I pull
it
it
seems
down?
like you give it a push and it seems like well balanced for fucking hewn out of rock.
All right. I will pull myself up through it.
You push open the door and you pull yourself into what looks like some sort of office, but it's on fire and the door's been blown off the hinges.
Nice. I chucked the rest of the bottle of brandy down into the hole along with 3 lit matches.
Gotcha.
I look at Mr. Scufflebutt like, we should get out of here. Do we hear anyone screaming in pain as though they were on fire?
Yeah, Gwen and Gary appear to be in the next room on fire, and you can just see the Migo dragging itself along the floor.
I pounce. My prey, whatever it is.
Prey drive.
Prey instinct here.
As you leap through the door, you see that one tentacled claws is wrapped around Mandy Thompson's still body.
Yeah, don't care.
Okay. It shrieks in a sound outside the hearing of mortals, but you know that it's in pain, and you take great pleasure in the rending of its flesh.
Mm-hmm.
Gwen and Gary, there appears to be once you whop your way out of the explosion. Zach, for some reason, is in the professor's office. Mr. Scuttlebutt is tearing at the Migo again, and it appears that Mandy Thompson did not survive the explosion. The Migo or something.
Guys, it's time for alternate problem-solving methods. I suggest you get out of the room.
Get out of the room.
She has produced a grenade launcher.
Oh, fine.
I start dragging my kill out the door we made in the wall.
you got like one of the like lobster claw tentacles between your teeth.
No, I've got it by the neck. I'm just dragging it out. Yeah.
Is the Migo still alive?
Let's see.
I'm playing with it, but
I mean, technically,
Okay.
but you shot it, stabbed it, choked it, stabbed it again, and blown it up.
We Rasputined it.
It's thematically appropriate for it not to be alive at this point, or to be like, oh, its wings are broken, right? It's got like one half of a tentacle that's fully functional, and it's like its feet are doing most of the pushing as it's trying to get away from you.
But I pounced on it. I want to kill it. I want to bat it around for a bit and then finally break its little neck. Its little giant neck.
All right, you are in the process of torturing it to death, as cats do.
Hunting rifle, point blank to the face area.
Yeah, it doesn't have any sort of. It's got a head for sure, but there's nothing that you would appreciate in the face.
Yeah.
Gwen whips out the grenade launcher, looks around, sees the cat like fastened to the back of this thing with its mouth, and then is like, "Give me this one." Love it.
Mr. Shufflebutt has never been more disappointed in anything ever.
And then what?
The Migo dying.
Mr. Shufflebutt, I hate to point out the obvious, but you could teleport your kill somewhere and not have it be exploded.
Nope. Gun.
No.
Shoot. No, I can't kill it. Fuck, we have to bring it back mostly alive for more money from the agency.
Fuck that.
Oh, you need them alive?
It's the preferred method. It's
I mean,
not one
do
of
you
the
have
red tape things. One of the red tapes
Okay.
is a live capture policy, which is kind of fantastic. But
which one did you take?
cryptic missions and secretive hierarchy.
Oh, good.
So you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call up. I'm gonna open my phone. With my with Mr. Scrufflebutt holding on to it and me with my foot on its neck. I'm gonna call up. I'm gonna look up asshole in my phone book and dial it.
It's work dash asshole.
Yeah.
And then immediately below is work dash HR.
There you go.
Okay.
The phone actually just chains the calls together.
So what are you doing here, Gwen?
Calling my boss.
You better have good news for me this time.
Oops, whatever. Migo, live or dead? Pick now.
Bring them all back alive if you can.
Okay. Do you know how to stun Amigo? Cool,
Imagine he's just hung up already.
Yeah. He's hung up already. Answer the question.
So yeah, I think we're gonna Church, need another specimen containment vessel.
How big is this thing?
He said about 5
Freaking
feet.
enormous.
5 feet long, yeah.
Okay.
Person sized.
You might be able to make something out of like the crushed remains of the science desk.
Well, I also imagine that Gwen has like these things in the Explorer, right?
That, or if she doesn't, Professor Walter definitely does. In his office right next door. Like, he totally has a giant specimen jar.
Yeah.
That would fit
We have
Church
weird
emerges.
tech gadgets for the agency, so I figure I have some sort of like.
Oh, you've got the shield safe room thing.
Yeah.
Church emerges from the office carrying 2 hefty bags.
So you put those on it, and then I basically deploy like a portable suppression field where it can't move, and then we just throw it in the trunk. And
You
hope
Fulton
we
it.
don't get pulled over.
You use the Fulton device. You just tag it, and it's on a balloon.
Yep.
Yeah.
We fly Amigo over
Yeah.
over this Virginia town. Yeah.
Except instead of like a big cargo plane, it's this weird backwards triangular object that flies erratically and doesn't make noise as it's moving.
I was gonna say it's a black helicopter.
Yeah, I guess that works too. I just like
It's
the weird
silent.
UFO idea. Silent black
UFO is
helicopter
good,
works.
yeah.
Let's do that. Like
All
not
right,
even
you
propeller
tag this
sound.
thing. And
The real question is: do we detach Gary before we bag it?
Doesn't matter really. Oh, Gary. I thought you said. Sorry, I was thinking Mr. Scrufflebutt. I mean, Gary was holding it down, so he should be free of it, right?
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Floating above Virginia with the greatest of ease.
Just hanging from a sword chuck.
Yeah.
Still enters the next session by hellhound into the middle of the street.
In front of the car as we're driving to our mission.
Our poor broken ass explorer.
I'd like to point out that you stopped Gary from killing this thing again.
I imagine I'm about to kill it, but then you back the car up to put it in the trunk and you hit me.
He's got the sword above, like, finally, my killing blow.
Thanks for watching it, Gary. Great or good, you know. And then she throws it in the back, pushes the little button, the tailgate closes itself. She's like, "You coming or what?"
At least you get a ride up front this time.
All right. There was somebody who needed to get ready to go.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right. So this is where we'll leave it off. We have you murdered Harvey, Professor Walters. His research assistant died in an unfortunate accident. And you've bagged and tagged one of the Migos.
There's a real
that was
quick
mostly
end of
done.
session thing.
Mm-hmm.
Did you conclude the current mystery? No. Did you save someone from certain death or worse? No.
I
Gary.
saved Church.
We saved Gary so many times now.
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Probably.
Yeah.
If the character didn't learn, the players probably did.
Yeah.
We learned something new and important about one of the hunters.
I don't think we're saying yes to 3 or 4 of those.
No, yeah. So at 1
I
XP
mean,
a person.
unless
Oh, it's only
1
5
XP.
boxes for a level up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you level up pretty fast.
You
Wow.
front load stuff pretty hard in this game.
Yeah,
I mean,
then you
luck
die.
is permanent.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Luck is the real determinant to whether you
Live.
are completely fucked or not. Yeah. So if you use up all your luck, it's over.
Yeah, I think on the one shot we did, they used like 4 a piece or something.
yeah, one shots you probably want to make very lethal just to burn
Yeah.
through luck.
Yeah.
You either make it harder or you just limit the amount of luck they have. Give them 1 or 2.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Yeah.
mark them off at like 6 luck already or something.
That makes sense.
All right,
What is
folks.
going
So
on?
this is where we'll leave this for now. I hope you had as much fun watching as I did running this. I love this system and I love this setting already.
Oh man,
This is good.
I love
times.
this
like it.
character. Like, I'm playing just a cat, and it's amazing.
Let me tell you about Mr. Tibbles and how much fun that was. Like, it was.
Yep.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, too soon? Too soon.
Mr. Tibbles is
No.
fine, dude. Fine.
He got better.
Because I murdered the cat, so I had to become the cat.
8 more lives left. 8 more.
Mm-hmm.
So we just got a question in the chat. When will we play Monster of the Week again?
That's a very good
Do you
question.
want to make this an every other week thing, Mike? I am completely cool alternating between this and Apocalypse World.
Yeah.
Thursdays. Okay.
So yeah, not next Thursday, but next Thursday.
Yes.
Hmm?
So, Dune, hopefully you heard that, and also I just typed it in the chat. So, yeah, thank you to everybody who listened or watched, or I guess is listening later, and ignore that next Thursday part because it won't make any sense to you.
I mean, yeah, a lot of shit we say only makes sense live. So
Hey,
Mm,
The
at some
20th.
point, we will have played this game again.
yes.
And
We'll probably be
Oh,
playing again.
Jesus. Yeah, if you're listening to this on the feed, it's probably February. How is it going over there, guys?
right, let's be real
Yeah.
about this. It is the second Obama administration. By the
I was-
time,
I was gonna say it's like, yeah, 2030.
how's President Pelosi doing? Is the question.
Oh,
Yes.
man.
I mean-
so many
I'm gonna
hopeful
sign
things I
off
wanna
with
say.
that.
All right, guys.
Well, our viewers.
Actually, that's a really good point. Yeah, no, Michelle Obama, 2032.
No,
Yep.
she's one on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
doesn't
will
want to
be
do
old.
this. It's probably fine. It's one of those things you should probably want to do before somebody makes you do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
you know, after 2020, like, there's still 12 years for shit to like change, such that she gets motivated. Anyways, let's kill this now.
yes. Good, good,
Stream is kill.
good night, folks. Oh, I am supposed to kill it. Hold on.
Yes.
I have the cables here. What happened?